blood and thunder. Abu. Speak, or the Horde!
Hey.
Good morning.
Hey up.
Hey, Cook.
No.
Arcanon Poros. Now what?
Who's dropped out tonight, Scoots? Who've I replaced?
Caesar.
And Smaz.
Oh, Smaz, what's it called again? Did say he wasn't going to be here, but Caesar said he was going to be here and then didn't bother to tell us he wasn't going to be here.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There can only be one punishment. Death.
Sounds fair.
Cool, let's get our asses inside. I'm almost sure they are, but still.
Where's jump? I need water. Oh no,
How did you get on with the last one?
We killed Miru. Did really well on Wednesday. Got first 5 bosses down, which was good.
Oh, nice. You came down pretty quick for the night. Attempt-wise.
Yeah, really. We had half an hour to do it and we got them done, which is pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Did we have a 1 full hour?
Maybe I thought we had only half an hour at the end.
I think we had four attempts, and on the first one we killed him.
Ah, right. Wait, where did the 4th attempt come from, like, then? He was dead.
It was his attempt to survive.
Teabagging attempt.
He died on the 4th, I think.
All parts should be set.
Lacquer, do you want me on Reckless?
Just got a step for them.
Let's see the assignments. But Rudy seems to be on Curse of Recklessness, so you can Doom.
Wouldn't it be better him on Doom? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit better damage, yeah.
Yeah, let's switch around. You do Recklessness and Rudy can do Doom.
You got it.
This is how Panda gets all his money for the GDKPs. He shares these dodgy recors that steal all your money. He'll trade you and you'll just trade all his gold.
You eat.
If you don't have any gold to trade, you're already fine.
Yep, that's the best way. It's how you avoid the auctioneer scams as well. Just be poor. Tommy, mark bell, please.
Okay.
Thank you. He ticks everywhere. Everyone's ready. Cool. Group up. We want to stack on the ass of this thing. Except the tank, obviously, because that would be impossible.
I can try.
Remember to levitate.
Nah, that didn't do anything. We think we found it all last time.
It does if you do it early.
It does, if you do it early.
I did it
These
early.
parries and plans.
This is the worst ass stacking I've ever seen in my life.
You're gonna see some ass stacking at the guild meeting.
Wow. I got deleted.
Panda's now just told us we can avoid it with bot. Cool. Res up. Don't pull the next one till we're resed and we're full life, etc. Right, Slacker.
Thank you.
Right, let's go kill this thing.
Ugh.
Did you just pop the tank there?
Yeah,
So-
but it was Dudu that was the tank, so
Alright. Pulling the bosses here. I swear I saw him not fine.
I
Guess we
think
don't
he charged
get
back. Probably intercepted.
Crash loot.
Nice.
Oh, could we grab the second table, please, champ? I assume I missed the first.
Still 15 seconds.
Okay, no worries. Right. Big old corpses in there. Oh, thank you. Good.
Alright, table's going up.
Yo, people want to quickly tab out to the Simon's channel. Hopefully you've read the Kil'jaeden thing and you've watched your own videos. We will more or less be doing the same as the guide you've probably all seen. The only things we're changing up is the stack is from 85% to 55% in that phase, the biggest, longest phase. Normally the raid spreads out and you treat it like you did in the previous phases. However, what we do is we're going to be stacking on top of the tank in front of the boss. Benefits to this is we can just zug with the Dragon Breath hits everyone. The mana regen hits everyone. The only downside is whenever I forgot the name of the thing, flame something.
Fire Bloom.
Fire Bloom, that's the one. When Fire Bloom hits the raid, the people who have Fire Bloom need to spread out and leave the raid. So you just basically, if we were here, you get Fire Bloom, you just run out to about here, and that's it. And you DPS till your Fire Bloom ends, and then you move back to the raid again.
If you're a
That's really
task, if you're a
the main-
task with an immunity, immune it off.
Yeah, carry on talking, please. That's all there really is to that phase. If I remember correctly, check the name of this other spell. The one thing I'm not sure about this tactic is what they do about Shadow Spike. Do they just suck it up, or do they move? It makes sense to move.
Shadow Spike doesn't happen between 85 and 55.
Thought it did.
No, that's the last 2 phases only. That's the the ground AoE under people, right?
Well, no,
that's Armageddon.
That's Armageddon. Right. That happens in phase 55 to 25.
I think 100 to 85 is Shadow Spikes.
Okay.
Well, we'll find it pretty quickly if we all start dying to Shadow Spike, because it basically obliterates the raid. So if we all get obliterated to Shadow Spike, we'll know that we're doing it wrong. But I'm pretty sure it must not happen. Yeah, I didn't do anything about phase 1. I just skipped straight to phase... But phase 1 is killing these cunts in front of us. I'll go back to it, start from the beginning. There'll be a tank in each of these. We're going to roughly group them together, and I guess the Warlocks concede. All the single target DPS are going to go skull, cross, square. We're going to stun lock them down and silence them. So the best thing to do would be to put Shiv on the cross, myself on the square, and Slade on the skull. Cole, you also need to assist with the cross on the second stun. Who else? Our tanks can also assist with stuns. Because there'll be 3 tanks that all have a stun each. At least I think Locker will have a stun, yeah. And Dren, you can also stun the square second. Okay. Gotcha. Blood Elf Silence will be... Dren, you may as well do the first Blood Elf Silence. Def a second, and Slade third, and myself fourth. I think that's all our Blood Elves.
Do you want the stuns first, and then the silence?
I would say we probably want to do a couple stuns, then silences.
Yep, okay.
Do these have diminishing
returns on the silence?
Yes.
Okay. And when I'm up after Eugene, it's going to be like really short, right? It's going to be like
there can be like a slight gap between it. It's not the end of the world. You don't all need to be like PvP, lockdown, keep them crowd control permanently. I believe it's an instant cast, but that's still 5 seconds where it's not being cast.
I think the ranged and healers can be out of range of it too.
As far as my hits everything, but you do want to avoid the fire imps. They need to be killed, preferably away from the raid. So if a portal spawns, tanks need to move them slightly. So we'll probably enter from over here to where the square is, group them up together, and then as the portals go down, we'll start moving along a little bit, just a little bit, like I'm doing here, but inside the room with 3 mobs, so that they're not standing on top of portals. Because if you do, you stand on top of the imps, and the imps blow you up.
Can we mark them the other way around if we're coming in from this side, so that the skull and the square switch? Thanks.
Nah, you've been doing it since Mock Core. He's going to listen.
Nah,
you won't. I realised I put Demon Slaying Elixir on and have talked for 5 minutes. That was pointless. Right, so that's basically phase 1. Phase 1 is killing these cunts. They do nasty shadow AoE. They summon fire imps. When they get 20%, they cannot be stunned anymore or silenced. So that's why we single target them down, where possible, to just burst through the last 20% so they don't fucking wreck us. I think you will need range 10, yeah, Cook.
Did you say anything about moving the ads away from the imps when they come out the portal?
Yes, yeah. We said that the raid will be moving. We'll start the skull and we'll slowly move around the room, going clockwise as we're facing it, so towards the square. The tanks will be moving it so the imps don't blow up straight in the raid. They still need to be cleaved down by the range, I guess, or someone just needs to hit them so they blow up. Right, phase 2, which is essentially the first phase of the boss. If you want to look at Tommy's lovely image, try to see where we are. So we're for the bottom right. Okay, so that Dragon Orb split the raid? I think it has, hasn't it? Cool. So where is that one? Can I enter without these pulling to chuck players?
You can't. But if you the one that's right in front of where you were just standing, that one is the one that splits the two.
Yeah, see the one on the far side. Hanging.
Yeah, there.
Assuming these ceilings are where the dragons are. That's where the raid gets split. If you look at Tommy's diagram. So the only groups that are specifically getting positioned are, Group 3 and Group 4, the Warlock group and Mage group, they're getting positioned. Hunters, you'll be doing your own thing off to the side, standing near Duck. I assume Duck's healer 4? Yes.
Yeah,
so you healers have your own specific assigned spots. Do you see where they are on this? The image. So we are basically at the bottom right of the room, between the entrance and the dragon orb. That's where we will be entering from, and probably you'll be running over your positions from there. So it's the back right of the room as we're facing. That's where your positions you'll be stacked up. All your healers, you've got your spots. You need to be spread out with range 10. So please make sure you've got that shown on your screen. The reason for that is the fire bloom. That's what it's called. I forgot the name already. Yeah, just don't stand in with a fucking near fire bloom and near other players because you'll get them killed with fire bloom. Also, be doing mostly magic damage to the tank. Shadow damage. From what I've seen, old dad guilds seem to say use shadow resistance. However, that seems to not be a thing.
We never did that. That's dumb.
It probably isn't resistible to shadow damage.
Probably not, but you definitely don't need it. It's not that much damage.
Yeah, I know the boss doesn't actually hit for the hard. I've seen some places use a Ret Paladin for tanking.
Yes, indeed.
Which would be funny.
He doesn't swing hard, he just has the Mind Flay, that's all.
Yeah, he does a Chain Lightning. It doesn't seem to say that you can reduce jumps of it from what I've seen in guides, so I assume it's just spreading means no difference on the lightning.
Yep.
But it burns your mana. It's dead annoying, but you get the mana back when the dragon phase. Already covered Fire Bloom. There's another thing, is these shield orbs will spawn, most likely from behind the boss, I believe. And then they'll swing round on the outside of the circle towards the raid. They need to be killed as soon as they come in range of the hunters and any range. It's literally their highest priority is to kill these shield orbs. They do a ton of damage. They don't have much health, and they need to be killed. There will be more of these spawning throughout the entire fight. So basically, the whole fight, these orbs will be spawning pretty much, I believe. And more of them spawn later into the phases. So instead of getting one, you'll get two. Highest priority is killing these shield orbs. I believe someone linked. Did someone link a weak aura for this? Or was this Panda?
I saw something earlier. Someone posted.
Yeah, Panda, if you want to link your dodgy weak aura for other people who use weak aura.
I mean, it's
And
more
phase 4
useful.
spawns 3 of them, so
It's more useful just having a / target in one of your abilities, because they're hard to click on.
They
are hard to click on.
People want to do, if you want to make a macro, have we got the exact name of it? Is it literally called
It's
Shield
just
Orb?
called a shield orb, yeah.
Shield Orb.
Your range, you want to quickly make that and then add a spell to it at the end so that you can target and kill these things as quick as possible. Does anyone know how much health they've got exactly?
Couldn't tell you, but it's not that much. It's like 40k or something.
Alright, so it's not just like a single...
No, it's like quite a lot of health.
Okay, so it does need a couple people targeting it. Right. So you probably want to get that with your Shadow Bolt or something. So if you want to make that macro now, please, if you're ranged. If you're not using the macro and you're going to use your clicking whatever, don't be potato. I'm checking logs to make sure people are swapping over to these correctly, like we did in Muru. That's essentially phase 2. So that's from 100% to 85%. Melee, you just zug. You don't give a fuck about this thing. You're standing behind the boss. Melee, if you get Fire Bloom, you run behind the boss instead of standing to the sides. Again, this is an easy fight for Melee mostly. So, phase 3, we've sort of gone over that so far. 85 to 55%. This is when he continues to use all his previous abilities. He now summons one more orb. Between the transitions, he's going to target 5 players and summon Sinister... 4 players. Or is it 5, including the player? Not sure. Anyway, there'll be Sinister Reflections spawning. They're basically clones of the character. They do a bit of damage. They have class-based abilities. They need to be picked up by all the tanks except from RP, I believe, because he'll be on the boss. And dragged into the raid, and Warlocks, you need to be seeding them down. Other classes that can AoE them down. Single target DPS just continues zugging on the boss. We will be stacking on top of RP at that stage. Yes, I can give him a mark. That is the one I talked about earlier, where we will have the dragon just standing on top, and if you get Fire Bloom, you run out of the raid. At that point, I believe the ranged DPS will pop their Bloodlust. The melee and hunter Bloodlust will be used in phase 1 or 2. Sorry.
Kil'jaeden. Phase 1.
Phase 3 is relatively the same, except you kill these Sinister Reflections and stack up. That's it. Locka, you'll be on the first
A bloom puts
Blue dragon.
5 players that
Okay.
deals AoE fire damage.
Yeah, that's
This
a
is
note
how
on the
you'll spread.
illusions
Blue
as
orbs will spawn above
as
the boss, range
Dudu
focus
just
Yeah,
said.
just let Sepha pick them up.
85%
They
health,
they
have
become
someone
active
click
when they get
blue to
hit.
become a
So
dragon.
single
It will
target will stay
stack
on the
up on
boss until
unless
Sepha's
you
grabbed
get
them
the
all.
flame debuff, so the dragon can do
And
both
pull
So
to
breaths
tank
on the
the bot,
raid.
and then he can
Basically,
try to
Sinister
if you start
Reflection,
seeding
which will
early,
spawn
you
4
will
rounds
over
per
aggro.
player. Once these have
So
spawned,
be a
go
little
back
bit
to being
chill.
spread.
Sepha, you will be on the phase 4 Drake
move out to
and
avoid
the
this,
phase 5
but you need
Drake.
to take
Locker, you're on the
fire damage
phase
from
3
someone
Drake
close.
and the phase
Shadow
5
Sprites will
Drake.
target players.
Uh,
You can move out to avoid being spread.
Are we doing the
I
one
believe-
Drake at a time strat, or are
Shadow
we doing
Sprites
double
will target
Drakes?
players. You can move out
I
to avoid
believe
this,
in phase
but you need to
5
take
you
fire
do
damage
double
from
Drakes
someone
because
close
this
to the
tactic
Deeper.
you'd only
When
need
the boss
one
casts
Drake in
darkness,
phase
1,000 farts or
3,
whatever stack up and get the
and then
dragon's
one
magic
Drake for
shield
phase 4,
ability.
and then you'll have
This
2
makes it
for
take
phase 5 instead of
95%
the
less
regular
damage.
one.
It drains 10% of the dragon's health.
What
Locker,
happens
you
if
got-
we use the shield at the same time in phase 5? Do we get like double damage on the dragon then?
No, what the shield does is reduces the damage you take. You don't need 2 shields because 1 shield is enough to protect the entire raid.
Yeah, but it
Also,
can
it
corrupt,
costs
right?
half of your HP, so you only get 2
Yeah.
casts.
Do
So
me and
essentially in
Luca
phase
need
5,
to rotate?
Yes,
phase
you
5
do
the
need to
best way to do it would be something Locker does the first one, Sepha does the second one, Locker does the third one, Sepha does the fourth one. We shouldn't need a third or a fourth as far as I'm aware in phase 5 because he should just be dead by then. So follows the same pattern as it was before. Locker first Drake, Sepha second Drake, Locker first shield, Sepha second shield in phase 5. Used to in phase 4 and phase 5 will be running your Drake around the room, casting your what the ability's called?
Breath. They're both just breath.
Yeah, the haste breath will be on DPS, and the revitalize will be on the healers. The healers will be clumped up towards the tank at the front. So if you want to position yourself there for the healers, and the DPS will be at the back. I don't know how wide these cones are. Doesn't matter in Locker's first phase because we'll always stack together. But Sepha, your phase will make a difference because you won't be able to hit everyone at once. So you just basically your job is to go around, make sure everyone's got the breaths, and then when he like collapses in himself and uses the wings above himself, and he's doing darkness, everyone then stacks on top of RP as quick as possible, and Sepha uses the shield to keep us alive. Pretty much it. If you've got Fire Bloom, you do not run into the stack. You run just out about 10 yards, and then once your Fire Bloom drops off, you move into the stack. If you move into the stack too quick, I believe you'll kill everyone. That's one of the tricky parts of the encounter. Those who still have Fire Bloom on phase 4 and phase 5, you can't run into the shield until it's safe and you don't have it anymore.
The dragons also have Blink that doesn't have a cooldown, so you can use that to position the dragon fast.
I think that's everything. Oh yeah, no, there's not. It's not. When this will happen, I'm not sure. There's a shadow spike. It chucks a spike at a random player. After a few seconds, it'll deal a bunch of damage to people within 8 yards. You're supposed to move away from it. I don't know what phase that happens in. I assume it's in phase 4 and phase 5. If it is, don't stand anywhere near it.
I think shadow spikes are phase 1, but I'm not sure.
I think they're phase 3. Let's just put money on it and see who's right.
I've got a guide here that says phase 3, but this whole strat of us stacking together seems to not.
We'll just out heal it. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but the whole point is it reduces everyone's healing taken by 50%. So good luck with that.
Yeah, but we're
maybe
running
the
like
fact
a
that the
jillion
dragons are all
healers.
stacked together is what makes it overpowered.
Yeah, like we can do the throughput no problems so long as we're all like all the healers are getting like constant mana breath. We'll be completely fine.
Phase 4, there's also something called Armageddon. It's nasty fire damage in the floor, and as you've known since Molten Core, don't stand in the fire. If you do, you will get literally obliterated for about a bajillion damage. Everyone will notice it and think you're a Mongol.
The fire animation on the floor is like a pre-warning. It's a big meteor that falls down from the sky.
Yeah, don't be in the meatball.
I mean, at no point should you be anywhere near it, so pretty straightforward. Phase 5, it's 25%. He basically starts doing darkness more often, that's why we've got 2 Drakes, and he needs to die. He takes more holy damage from me and Sladeaway going maximum damage, but that's about it. And again, there's a sinister reflection during every single one of these phases. So 85%, 55%, 25%, you will get a sinister reflection, which is when he copies the clones. That's when at the start of each phase we will group up during these phases till so Sepha grabs all the ads together. And then he'll use some breaths, and then we'll spread back out again so we don't get killed by whatever these spikes are called. Let's just give it an attempt.
Right? The reflections.
Yeah, essentially. Right, Bloodlust. Duck and Eric, you will Bloodlust as soon... About 10 Duck, you'll Bloodlust as soon as Kil'jaeden becomes active and RP starts tanking it. Eric, you'll do yours about 10-20 seconds after that. When you see fit. Kubert, I will call for you to use your Bloodlust, because what I'll do is I'll swap you into Group 3 at some point, if I can be arsed, and you'll use your Bloodlust then. If I forget about it, you'll be using it some other random time. Beard and Jumu, you'll be using yours in Phase 3. The reason for this is Bloodlust doesn't stack with the haste buff from the dragons for physical DPS. However, it does stack for casters. So casters can use it in Phase 3, other people can't.
One thing I noticed in Orlando's latest video, that each of the Fire Bloom targets gets an icon above their head.
DBM
does
does
anyone
that.
know if DBM does that, or did they have some big aura?
DBM, yeah.
So maybe we should choose like because they perfectly split, like the skull, I don't know. Move to the right, cross to the left.
Well, it's only it's Phase 3, doesn't really matter. Just like run to the right, left.
You don't really have a chance to check, you just need to be moving straight away.
Yeah, okay. I mean, what I've seen is people use rocket boots as well. Locke, you might want to run rocket boots for picking up the orb as well. I don't know if you're an engineer as well, Sepha.
I am, but I don't have rocket boots.
Alright. Swiftness potions are helpful as well to make sure we've got the raid.
Swiftness potions, but not that many.
People just need to, in the stacking phase, be aware of when Fire Bloom's coming and be ready to move as soon as possible. Always think where you're going to be moving if you do need to move. Pretty straightforward. Let's get a ready check and get a attempt going. It's much easier to do once we've seen what's going on.
Oh, one thing I missed earlier is, are we stacking up the Hands of the Deceiver, or are we keeping them spread out?
You can stack them up because we're going to crowd control them.
Yes, and when was my Hammer of Justice?
I can't
Square,
remember.
I assume.
I think
I was square 2,
tank
so I guess you're square 1.
The tanks,
Square
wherever you're tanking, yeah, you'll be stunning that. You will be doing it last, so because everyone else should have assignments. I've already forgot what I'm supposed to be doing, to be honest, but we'll find out. So over here, please.
Maybe it would help to write it down, but let's just pull once for now.
Over to the right, please, everyone. We're entering next to the skull.
This is one of the trickiest parts of the fight, by the way, so focus for the beginning. And for the love of God, don't over-aggro.
4, 3, 2, 1.
First Blood Elf silence, please.
Dragon to the left.
Second, and then third. Choose any more crowd control, you just get it on these now before they on this last
Stands
one.
are diminishing return, and there we go.
Cool.
Good job. Positions.
Didn't quite move them far enough round. So position. So this here, where I am, marks the center of the room, the center of the thing.
Oh, so like right here. Okay.
Yep, RP should be here. Everyone else is not in that position should move their asses around.
That's fine. A healer always gets the first one.
Douglas.
Oh yeah, Eric lost as well.
Okay, that's shield orb done? Or
what? Sorry,
the shield orbs.
Yeah,
it's dead. It's dead.
Make sure you're checking your range, everyone. There's the first fire bloom.
That's the second fire bloom.
We'll just move to the other side of the boss. Don't need to run out and stop DPSing.
To stay in range of healers, you're grand.
Fire bloom in 2 seconds.
The shield orb.
Orb. That's slow.
Do we have to move with Fire Bloom or can we
Yes,
stay and
no, run out.
No, in this phase you stay still because you shouldn't be within 10 yards.
Amanda's moved a bit close.
No, yeah.
Yeah, Amanda moved in. Yeah.
This is where you do the 10
Reflections?
yards per guys.
Focus. Focus.
Where?
Stack up on top of RP, please. That's the shadow spike. It was on Lacquer. RP moved for some reason. Sephi should be after his locker. You're on the Drake.
We need to kick on some of them.
Sinister reflections on me. There you go.
Do we interrupt the one at the back?
It's in you.
Remember when I called people to stack? Everyone's just like chilling out and doing their own thing. Like stack on RP. Come on, Amanda, Rudy. Oh, that's not Jamp. That's Jamp's image.
Kick that thing at the back, please.
They can't apparently.
Okay.
They should be dead like ages ago, but it's fine.
We're dead instead.
We have no DPS. Yeah, they're all.
Yeah, I had Fire Bloom when they spawned, which is quite unfortunate actually.
That sucks. So that shield
I think I
orb
just
takes
got
priority.
healed
Like
because they
you should be
spawned
hitting
in.
the shield orb by now.
You can block the shield, or sorry, you can block the flame.
What are these? What are these? Why are people spamming icons in chat? Look, like Orlando's spamming skull and Kubert's spamming cross. What's that about?
That's a Fire Bloom. I think it's if shit gets overwritten. So I see Tommy said crossing himself, and then it got overwritten by Spee, and then he spammed cross himself again. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something to do with the Fire Bloom marking.
Yeah.
But I don't know why it's doing it in slash say.
I think that's actually an interesting solution to the problem of
Yeah,
people
what
overwriting
Panda's
marks.
saying is in chat as well with the life bloom. If somebody gets it, they don't move. Anyone around them that's maybe too close should just move a little bit, but shouldn't have to if you're in range.
10 and their eyeballs.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying if you want to be a bit safe, and you're not
The
sure.
only people moving should be the melee, and they just move to the other side of the boss behind them. That's it.
Was it mentioned for Warlocks when the reflections are nearest to the Kil'jaeden, you seed into Kil'jaeden?
Yep, already mentioned that.
Okay.
I missed that, but cheers.
Yeah. Don't seed the actual mobs themselves, just seed Kil'jaeden and it should hit them all.
But don't do it until Sephi's got the aggro.
Yeah, no worries.
One more thing about reflections is if they cast, if they're well, basically if it's a caster, probably need help with some arcane torrents to like get them in position because they were like, spread out.
All the
Couldn't really
arcane
get
torrents are
aggro
on
them.
Kil'jaeden from P1. Sadly, I've tried to use mine, and apparently they're not interruptible. So
Yeah. I mean, if it could be called which type of reflections it is, maybe.
I mean, there was one in the back which I just had no way of getting it to RP.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if we know whether it's like mages or warlocks, because they all do different abilities.
yeah, they were all mages that time.
What was the spell I got at the start when I was walking to my spot?
Fire Bloom?
No.
No, I did not get
Oh,
it.
yeah. For
Did
some,
you get chain lightning?
I think she got the initial like.
Oh,
Charo
right, yeah,
pass
yeah.
From Kate.
So Jimu, it's completely normal that will hit a healer the first time. It won't kill you from full HP, and you won't get another one, so it's fine. Just heal yourself.
Okay.
I wonder if grounding would work.
Because someone said something and then I was trying to figure out. But also I saw Monda, I think you moved to outside, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but I think we can stay, right, guys?
We can try staying, but people will have to shuffle a bit.
Okay.
What are you on about staying?
With Fire Bloom.
Everyone should be standing still because
Yeah,
you already
people
need to
are
get
not
something.
spreading well enough.
Then what people need to do is the healers should be in the inner circle. If you see someone that's stacked too close to you and you're inside, call their name out on Discord, please. But the stacking needs to spread from the inside out. So if you're on the inside and someone's too close to you, you need to call their name and then they'll move out. Then they'll end up too close to someone else and the other person needs to move out and spread out. The people at the back need to provide room for the people in the middle.
Yeah, I think we've done the math on this ages ago. It's better for other people to move away from the Fire Bloom in that phase than for the Fire Bloom to run through and hit like 5 people on the way out. Just if people are stacked up, if you're too close to a Fire Bloom, move away from the Fire Bloom.
But the first thing you do when you're taking your positions on the boss before we start going nuking and going ham and popping your coolers is making sure that there's enough room between you. But if you're some of these DPS players on the outer rim, you need to make room for people in the middle of the room to spread out correctly.
We good to go?
Yeah, let's get ready to shake down.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do the silences now. Yeah, I forgot. You need to keep counting them around the room. So when these portals appear, don't be standing on the portals. Positions ASAP. RP move too far round. There you go.
Some cool and some.
Doesn't do much damage.
Duck's too close to me.
Duck, move back a little bit or outwards.
Oh,
I've got knocked.
Pacing all good? Is anyone in range? Remember, call it if you don't.
Duck is still too close to me. I can't find a place between him and RP.
I can move a bit closer.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Can you have the melee move around him? Killing the hunter pets. Oh, Kev, Slade.
oh.
Farbloom on me.
Alright, try stack.
Either of us locker, we need to go back.
I've got Fire Bloom.
He's had 3 in a row.
85%.
Reflections behind me.
Stack, stack.
Stack up.
No.
There's shadow spike as well.
Don't
Keep
stack.
moving.
Oh
Move.
yeah, these are the spikes. You gotta wait for the spike then.
Don't stack.
Kill the
A little
reflections.
too quick. Yeah.
Get out. Don't stop being stacked.
That's right. Swipe it. Go again. Yeah, sorry. You stay spread out until the shadow spikes end.
So you can watch them going out now. It's those big purple shits. They target where a player is. So if it's moving towards you, just take like 3 steps to your left or right, and you'll be fine.
Kill me.
So, if reflections are active and we're wiping, if you pull the reflections out the room, it resets the boss.
Ooh.
Good to know. Zephyr?
I'll try.
It's hard when they're casters. I think they even shoot through walls.
Well, we're progressing. We went from 80% to 75% this time.
Woo! Only
That's
25
something.
more wipes.
There's like 50 things to track at once on this fight.
No. I mean,
how long does that shadow spike cast last?
Like 10
There's
seconds.
50 meaningful things to track.
There's also no real point in stacking too early if the first dragon is nowhere near yet.
Yep. The only reason we're stacking at all is to get the dragon buffs.
Yeah. So if you don't see the dragon around, there's no point being stacked.
But yeah, we're most of the way done with this already. The fight doesn't get more difficult than this.
Is DBM showing the stack timers? I wasn't sure if I saw it.
Well, the stack isn't so much a timer
I mean,
as
not the
like a
stack,
phase
sorry, I mean
transition.
the spikes, sorry.
No.
Does anyone
know?
No, you can't. There is no alert for a shadow spike. There's no weak aura. You can't track if it's on you. You just have to be able to see it.
Okay.
It's quite big, invisible, to be honest.
And does a fuckload of damage.
And he's standing there with his arm in the air,
Well,
channeling
it
his
does
spells.
damage RP because you can see it coming towards you. So before it's even touched the ground, you can be elsewhere.
Yeah, they're very slow.
But so are we.
I can see melee having a harder time with it because you don't have as long to react, and it's kind of moving through the boss's model.
Well, it casts it at the person that it's targeting. It's channel one, so.
Oh, I didn't know he actually
It's
targeted
fairly,
people.
Yeah, it's fairly easy.
No,
to
no.
see. No, it was on Panda that time, and he was in melee.
No, it's a different person every time.
Oh.
Like each bolt that goes out goes to a new person.
Okay, disregard.
Do try to remember your stacking positions exactly, please, because you'll be going back into them in phase 4 and phase 5 after 3 ends, so you need to be doing that quick.
Like, I won't be moving, so it's always relative to me.
Who needs back the well, please, Tommy? Melee group, I'll give us a position once the fight is in progress where we're going to stand, because the hunter pets are getting fucked from the side where we're standing first time round.
I noticed.
But you didn't say anything. Good job.
He'd already said they were.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
already called out.
I just don't really care if your pet is dying during the fight either. So it's good to just keep it
My
quiet.
pet probably out damages some DPS here.
I don't care. Not during a fight.
Go.
Keep moving around for the portals. Don't stand on the portals, please, tanks. Some silences.
Yeah, that's.
Can we reset him by just running out the room?
I do not think so.
Alright, well, we'll just wait for the shadow images
Clear
then.
totems.
Oh, apparently yes. Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna get killed.
Clear totems.
Just line of sight, people. Don't.
Yeah, he casts through walls.
Yeah, I don't think you can reset.
Where's Woody?
Sorry, I'm already being killed.
Can we just stack up with fire blooms so that we can corpse run and go again?
Yeah, I'm gonna write down assignments for our sons because I've already forgotten what the fuck mine was. This might change, by the way.
Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't put any. I wasn't really sure what we'd end up doing.
Do the silences also stop the imps from casting?
They stop the imps from appearing.
No,
they can't summon them without. If they're silenced, they can't summon imps.
No, the imps come from the portal, but if they get the portal off, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So with what stuns we got, might not even need the silences.
They're still diminishing returns.
The Legion.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, anything 71 or above can resist. Panda. Actually, I think level 70s can even resist stuns.
Yep.
can't reach me here, or?
We can, but we're disgusted by your laziness.
Thank you. You also should have read officer, but I'm disgusted by your lack of reading officer chat then.
Officer chat. I was tabbed out. What did you post? Oh, is this? Oh, okay. He's still. All right. I mean, why can you post emojis and I can't?
I don't know.
Well, there's the assignments, but they're not with some fancy emojis that Tommy can post that I can't.
I don't get it. You should be able to. They're.
I know. I've done it before in the other Discord server.
They're on our Discord. They're marked, so I don't know.
Oh well. Well, the assignments are in the assignment channel. So on the skull, RP first and Slade second. Shouldn't need a third because it probably dies quite quickly. Cross will be Locker first, Chev second, Cole third. Square will be Cepha, myself, Drin. Bell Silence would be myself and Slade Cepha. We use them, well, whenever you see fit when there's people alive. Drin, yours is not being used because I'm pretty sure you might be able to use yours in later phases.
Okay.
I don't. Maybe you can. I don't really need 4 silences anyway because I think Dimension Return after 3.
Yep. Good to go?
Nope, Grish is drinking, so to speak. Yeah, Cole, although I'm not sure if it'll be necessary. Range, just make sure, like, anyone who's got, like, an instant spell, if you see an imp spawn, just kill it. Pretty sure they give soul charge back, so you should be able to shadow burn them. Mage, fire blast, whatever, that sort of thing. Although tanks, you should be slowly kiting them towards the right of the room as you go in.
To the right or to the left?
You might not need to go. Let's go to the right this time because we positioned to the right, so it would make more sense.
Clockwise.
Yeah. I said left first time round, but let's go to the right because we position that way.
What are you talking about now, Scoot? About the hands or the imps?
Yes, the hands.
You want them to the
Just
right of us
slowly backpedal them towards the north.
Yeah, it means that they leave the portals behind and the raid's not standing in the portals. Everyone's ready. Here comes the pool.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One portal.
Stop the stuns until we move them off then.
Move it. Move.
Or at least on the cross. There you go. Full square now. There's imps that he's killing as well. No. Melee, follow me around the back, please. So if you get Fire Bloom, we just spread to the right. Cool.
Oh,
can we get the Bloodlust, please?
need a res and Amanda.
Yeah, she should hopefully have a soul thing. If not, I think you can
Yeah.
let me.
She has.
Okay.
And Slade away from the pets. Also, I don't think I'm in range of heals there, Scoot.
Okay then, so maybe we need to change it then.
Jimbo, can you move a bit?
Yeah, let's have the melee DPS stand on Eric, and then you run to the left and right if you get it.
I can Amanda, but they
Okay,
are.
just move right. Loki can move.
It's okay.
Are we reachable by healers, the melee? Can someone confirm, please?
I can
I
reach
can
you,
use
yeah,
it.
but
Yeah, but you should be healing the melee.
I know.
You should swap with Amanda or someone.
Yeah, I should probably switch with Amanda.
Okay.
Yeah, so pets are going to get slightly fire bloomed if melee get lots by the way, so there's nothing for that.
Okay, watch the ship moving towards you.
Oh yes, this is wait for the shadow spikes, and once they're over.
Stuff is down.
Yeah.
Alright, Lockout needs to pick some stuff up then. Duck is beating the raid up.
Yeah, just
Please
stack up.
don't get hit by those guys.
Resetting it.
It's a bit. I can't really. Oh, I suppose we can.
Yeah, we can reset.
Try and pull them out the room.
Master now.
Try and pull them out.
I mean, this only really saves a few people a corpse on. Not really.
It might save them some consumes.
Nope, they're not out of. They're out of the room, but like maybe up the ramp. But yeah.
Just die.
Yeah.
Die, please. Let's just go again. Evidently not resettable. Yeah. People need a few things to change. Well, during Amanda's position, then melee will be stacking at the back of the boss and running left or right if we get Fire Bloom. Hopefully, multiple people don't get it.
They are resettable.
Not sure where you find.
You do have to take them to the ramp.
Yeah, I don't want people. These are just wiped at this stage, to be honest.
I don't think we specifically assigned for the healing on the Sinister Reflections. I think they do more damage than I thought.
No, certain reflections do. The shamans and the warriors will hit like trucks.
Well, shame they need to be picked up. I guess Sephiroth was dead actually, so never mind. But when we
But
get
that's
back
what
to that,
killed him, I assume.
Yeah, I got melee down. I need like a dedicated healer just in case it's like a reflection.
shouldn't you do? Locke, you'll also be helping. RP, I think you can also help. Actually, you don't need to tank the boss because you should A, have enough threat, and the boss will just be still attacking you. But B, because he's been casting the shadow things for quite a while.
Yep.
So all three of you tanks can grab them as soon as possible. Once we're down to 1 or 2 mobs, I think Locker needs to have it taunted off him, and he goes off to grab his first Drake. But that'll be a wee while after. But once the shadow things have ended, people need to keep an eye on the shadow things. I saw Duck get obliterated by one of them. I don't know if there was other people as well. I assume there was other people. You can't just look at your waveframes. As soon as it hit 85%, people start yelling about shadow spike. You need to be aware of what's coming towards you and move. In that stage, there will be no Fire Bloom, so it should be okay to move around the room.
And I cannot reach the melee that is on the right side of the boss with my chain heals. I'm not sure.
I think we're fixing that by swapping Dren and Amanda's position. So
Yeah.
Amanda,
I don't know how effective chain heal is going to be since we're all 10-yard spread.
it should
melee
help
aren't.
The melee are
It won't help
stacked.
the melee,
Alright,
'cause it
Melee not.
It won't help the melee because the only time the melee actually need healing is when they will have Fire Bloom, and then they will be stacked.
Yeah.
But the thing is that in the picture, Amanda is, or you are side to side. I'm in between you two. But at the moment, you are on the front, and then one is a bit to the back, and then I have to be even more to the back. So maybe if we could.
The one
bit.
that runs to the back is when they get Fire Bloom. They're moving
No
off.
one is running to the back
pictures
because of
is
Fire
actually
Bloom.
what we're doing at the minute anyway. We've changed it up slightly.
Okay.
Between the 2 Fire Blooms at the back is where the melee will be standing. If we get Fire Bloom, we will move to the left and the right of the boss. So towards where the DPS icons actually are there. So we will be running closer to the healers now. Okay? So it should hopefully be solved as long as you aren't standing in the arse end of nowhere. RP, if you get as close to the boss as you can, that gives healers space to get as close to you as they can, which means also close to the melee.
Yep.
Good. Let's get a red check. Get going again.
Oh, actually, I gotta eat. Sorry. I'm almost done.
I'm not ready. Wait.
Actually, if he's eating him, BRB sauna.
Did you say BRB sauna?
Hope not.
Yes.
Do you even have a sauna?
It's just somebody got kicked from an MC raid like way back in 2005 or 6, like in my guild for saying that, and then going AFK for 30 minutes.
Sauna is a valid reason.
We did have someone in the original series go for a bath in the middle of the raid. Keeley, if anyone remembers. I doubt it.
I bet he's dead relaxed when he came back though.
Nah, he fucking hated me.
I hear sometimes Jiffer went to make tea.
Move out.
Back guys, my bad.
Do the Blood Elf silences, just keep chucking them in. Yeah, we roughly made it. That was pretty terrible. We got like 6 Shadow Bolts out.
It's fine.
melee on the skull. You run left and right if you get the bloom.
It's flank shield.
Oh.
Do you mind to move? There we go, we're good.
You want to call your 100 pets back, because otherwise we're going to get killed. Then it's restack and slide. Oh, you already are.
Orb.
That's great.
The 3 on the side.
85% soon.
Don't stack up until we call it.
So, yeah, just stay spread out and let the tanks grab the images. Reflections on the shed, they're at the far back of the side. Don't touch them, just run away from them, melee, run away from them. Let the tanks grab them.
Make sure Sapphire gets them.
Shadow spiking.
The shadow spike,
Okay,
dark,
hit.
move off the spike.
Dark move.
Tommy.
Oh, big fail.
Right, get the seeding on those spikes, please. Those reflections.
Wow.
Every single shadow spike is hit so far. Can you guys please start dodging?
These reflections need to be dying.
Stack.
Stack up on RP now. Locker, you need to go on Drakes. Yeah, these reflections need to be on RP as well, please, so that everyone on RP, everyone, except Lock, obviously.
Pets needs to do they come in?
I don't know what pets do. Cast a DPS Bloodlust, please.
Orb.
Orb.
Bloom's out. Faster.
Yeah, I don't know who killed us there. We can check at the end, but yeah, need to be quick. You all ran in the same direction, remember? You can run behind the boss.
Behind us.
Or literally into the boss, actually, as well. I think you can run in here. Yeah, you can. Oh, darkness. Shield.
Shield?
Cast shield.
No.
There you go.
Yeah, as long as you've got it cast before his cast finishes, you'll be fine. That was perfect.
Orb.
Blooms, run.
I thought I had it.
You do know running with them orb things scoots you slow as fuck.
Shouldn't
be if you have the breath.
Yeah, you get the breath before the first bloom, and the breath makes you immune to slows. I think it's the healing breath. So, Locka, if you make sure the healing breath is the first breath. No, it's not. It's the haste breath. Locka, if you make the first breath you do is the haste breath, please.
Go.
And you should be back to regular movement speed with your fire bloom. Fire bloom, I think people need to treat it like it's encapsulate during that phase. So have a health stone ready. And you don't need to run for miles. You just need to run so you're not near other people. Again, it's a 10-yard thing. So if you're running like 20 yards out away from healers, you're also A, wasting DPS time, and B, you're probably run away from the one people that can keep your ass alive. However, I think people just forgot about Fire Bloom during the stacking phase. Hopefully it gets cleaner on future attempts.
Also, the tighter the stack is, the easier it is to for the fire blooms to get out before they hit anybody.
Yeah, people should be stacking exactly on top of RP. Also, make sure the ads are tanked exactly on top of RP as well, please. When you feel you're comfortable with threat Zephyr, please speak up so that people can AoE them.
Yes, I think the positioning was good though. I mean, it was not quite on RP, but it was like on his left, right on his
The
left.
main reason I want them on RP is so that when the melee stack, they can cleave them as well. Also, it just ensures that you're definitely hitting them. Pardon?
That should have been possible for them for sure.
Yeah, I don't think the positioning gets much better than that in terms of like ads.
Yeah, the ads were fine.
A better, faster reaction time. You can see the Fire Bloom cast bar if you have the boss targeted. Makes it a lot easier because then you know exactly when you might need to react.
Again.
You need an add-on for an enemy cast bar, Drin, if you want to see it as a cast bar instead of just something in his portrait.
I mean, I have it on my nameplate. I'm happy enough with that. Plus, I've got the boss targeted most of the time anyway as a healer.
Does someone have?
I would be fine with that too.
Does someone have a repair bot?
Yes.
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 Here's one I made earlier.
There we go.
Oh yeah, can we have a shield on the first target to be hit by, shit when it spawns? Because I can't get it fast enough.
If the bot is up, can you mark it, please?
What do you mean shit when it spawns, RP?
The first main flea.
Oh, right. But just target the healers can target the boss and just heal that person. Really?
We just target that person. They get a big old debuff called Mind Flea.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think you need to worry about shielding. You just heal them. It doesn't do that much damage. I think
It
people
almost
just
kills people, actually, but
I think
yeah.
people just going about getting in a position up. Don't want to drop one.
Scrolls.
Yeah,
I know,
I was like, these guys are just coming for the scrolls, so you chase me and people and that.
That's why I put one down, because I figured they were chasing you for the scrolls.
Yeah.
So who wants to buy 2 Agi scrolls?
Oh, grats.
50 silver each.
Yeah, no.
Oh, actually.
So if people have less than 100% durability, they might as well repair on the repair bot.
Can't afford it.
Everyone should be repairing, yes. So they don't have to keep dropping one every 2 attempts.
I'll repair it again just to make sure.
Ready?
I'm sorry, Monzo.
Cool. Here comes build timer.
Assyrian.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's like
Oh, Jesus.
Slash
You start silencing now.
There's a portal.
move them off the Ibs. I'll take them.
Everyone away from the portal.
No, just me. It's fine.
Except for you.
Means I get loads of rage.
Melee bloodlust, please.
Oh. Bloom on speed.
Okay, never mind.
Move away from speed.
And we just check your spreading, everyone.
Orb?
Yeah, bolts take a long time.
RP bump.
Oh.
Okay, reflections are coming, Luca.
Here comes the shadow spikes. Where are the reflections on? Jam. A lot of mages at the back, so I think you do need to just stack on them and get them killed. Sepha. Warlocks you might just see them. I don't think they'll be getting moved anywhere.
Move out of the spikes. You see a spike moving towards you, move away from it.
Oh no, they are. They're on top of RP.
I serve only the master now.
Really position them
Safe
if they
to
keep
stack.
casting like this.
Yeah, it's fine. Cool. Stack on RP, please. Exactly on top of the star. RP, stop moving.
I was just lining up there.
Panda, exactly on top of the star. Bloom is due.
Orbs. Bloom.
There's still one reflection.
Yep, just get it cleaved down.
Darkness soon.
New blooms soon. Probably after this cast.
It's darkness
Run
stuck.
off the shield.
Back up. Back a little bit. And make sure you're stacked a bit. That's just never mind. You spooked me out there.
Orbs.
Orbs.
Ready for
soon.
blue?
2-minute cooldowns.
Fire bloom,
Bloom.
spread.
One on RP, care.
Don't run into the boss directly, Spee.
Didn't you just say earlier that?
No, you can run through the thing, but do not directly run into the boss.
Okay. It all worked out.
Panic over. So far, so good, everyone.
Paying attention for the fire bloom.
It's over. It's now.
Out.
Bloom.
Move.
Another bloom. Those who've halted, you can return back to the raid again.
Orbs.
Darkness. Move back
Orbs
on
are
them, dark. Move. Orbs, guys, everyone's got to move on to them. Quick, come on. If you're not on the shield, you die. The shield removes the bloom, but you need to
Even if
stack
you've
it.
got the bloom.
Yeah, no, what you do is you stack at the edge of the shield, so you get at the very edge of it, and it doesn't get hit by the bloom.
Orbs are still up. For, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Sorry, so they've gone the other way.
Everyone, quiet. Can we please remain chat clear? I only want to hear Jordan talking, no one else.
You see where we're all dead? That stack's fine, but you all know if you've got a good example of where the shield is that Locke is casting. If you've got Fire Bloom and the shield is going up, you need to move to the outer edge of the shield. So you're just in the range of the shield, but you're not on top of the raid. As far as I'm aware, the shield should clear Fire Bloom, but if you move just to the edge of it, you actually deal less damage because you're coming in, because it might proc as you're running in.
What happened on that last fire bloom that made me slow as shit?
You must not have had haste breath. If you maybe what wasn't happening is you wouldn't have had the haste breath because
you had the first bloom.
You were on the first bloom. So Lockhart, I think you need to try time a haste breath. I think the duration lasts for 30 seconds. Am I right? And it's a 10 or 20 second cooldown. So maybe hold a haste breath if you know that people will be returning with fire bloom soon, so that you can pop the haste breath on everyone as they regroup.
Okay.
Cool. I know it's a weird sort of thing to do, but it sounds like that should work.
And just to make completely clear, the Shadow Spike, if you get hit by it, not only is it like a 5-6k hit, it's also like a 12-second long Mortal Strike debuff.
Yeah,
so if you get hit with anything else, you're dead. But it's completely avoidable by not being in it when it lands. Everyone should just be more aware of that.
During the Shadow Spike phase is not get hit by Shadow Spikes.
I've seen like 2
unless
people
your
so
name
far
is
pull off not getting hit by a Shadow Spike. Everyone else has
I
been
know,
hit.
right. I know. But we can't like shout out loud for people to. Like, I can't call Laka's got a Shadow Spike on because it's physically impossible for people other than the people getting the Shadow Bolt to move and notice it. So it's up to everyone's own responsibility to not get Shadow Spike. During the Shadow Spike phase, RP's taking no damage because he's not tanking the boss. There should be like a Fire Bloom on like a few people that have got 5 or 6 seconds left. The only people taking proper damage should be Sepha. And Sepha's the only one running around the room, to be honest, picking the ads up, as well as Locke and RP. So there really isn't much for people to do during that phase, other than top up the last few Fire Bloom people and not get Shadow Spiked. So just please put your focus into not getting hit by the Shadow Spike. Remember, this is going to happen every single time we transition. For 4 phases, 4 times the Shadow Spike can happen. So it's something people need to get used to. It's not a mechanic you can just like cheese through in the first time round. It will actively happen every single phase. So will the Shadow Reflections. So we need to get much cleaner at handling these things.
Quick question: what happens?
Everyone else.
Sorry, what happens if the fucking shield orb things move out of range when we're stacking on RP? Like he goes behind Kil'jaeden, do we step forward into him or?
No, they're limited by 40-yard range, so if they go too far, they won't hit you. However, people need to be on point of killing the orbs quicker, because if we're struggling to kill one orb, then when it gets to phase 4 or phase 5 and we've got 2 or 3 orbs up, it's a massive issue. When the orbs are up, they need to be killed. This is like Muru. When the Sentinel's up, your top priority is to kill the orbs as a ranged DPS. This fight as a ranged DPS is not killing the boss for you, it's killing the orbs. This is why this is like, people have been saying this is a melee heavy fight, because the melee do the majority of the damage to the boss. Ranged, your majority of the time you should be doing is killing the orbs. If you kill the orbs, healers have less healing to do, they require less mana, the raid's a lot cleaner, less people die, the boss dies quicker. You need to kill the orbs as soon as possible. You stop what you're doing, you kill the orbs. Any other questions?
A question, but it's a remark. Last poll, the shadow reflections they like spawned outside of the range of my tread plates, which made them very hard to find for me. And usually, or at least the previous pulls, they always spawned within the range of my tread plates. So I see like the nameplates pop up, and I instantly know where they are. But if they are outside of range, then I probably need some like coaching from people.
What I advise doing is when you seeing it get to the transition phases, so 85, 55, 25, move to the middle of the raid. As long as you don't have Fire Bloom, you'll be fine. Even if you take Fire Bloom damage from other people, you'll still be fine. You get 20k health. It's nothing to you. And you will have bubble to bubble off a Fire Bloom if you need to, as well.
You need to be quite fast, otherwise they're just slapping somebody close to them.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, you don't need to be quite fast because they stay inactive for about 4 or 5 seconds. They only become active when people actually attack them, be it through spells or like direct damage or like a Frost Nova or something. Not that I'm saying Jam's Frost Noving them, but like they do nothing for about 5 seconds until they're touched by someone. So people don't touch them until Sepha's on top of them. The first person to do anything to them should be Sepha, but should be some of the tanks, and it shouldn't be the DPS. They'll only be getting on top of them when you've dragged them to RP to be killed. Woody?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Well, there's the golf and Formula 1 on, so I'm just keeping track of the scores.
Don't watch.
No F1 spoilers, please. We're going to watch it after.
No, I'm not going to spoil it. Just
Thank you.
keeping abreast.
It kills Dumbledore. There you go.
Did they go through? Fuck! Did you can't just...
Enslaved can silence when this Hodge is over.
There's a portal, too.
Bro, watch out.
Just move them off.
Move away from the portal.
Need more silences?
I am lagging.
Everyone.
Throw a stun on square if anyone has one.
Everyone. Oh no, it's just me, Jumu.
And me.
Cool. RP, get me up. Tommy, Jumu, Panda, Amanda. And the boss is also there, so quick. Rebuff the dead, please. Oh, please go.
I have fireball. Drin, move a bit. You are on my range.
Mind your pets. I can't move away from them.
Can't have it near me either.
Oops, up.
I got a second life bloom there. Fire bloom.
Only shuffle a little bit to the left. See. There we go.
Okay, pets are fine.
On Eric at the back, on melee.
Shadow spikes, dodge.
You can't be shooting these. You just shot one of them, made it active early.
Multi.
Dodge.
Cool. You can start seeding the ads now.
Seriously?
Yeah, we can't. The melee or...
Keep comms clear, please.
I serve only the master now.
Cool. Touch RP, please. Start stacking RP, that's good. Exactly on top of the star.
Move
RP.
back slightly. Yeah.
This is a really good stack.
Bloodlust, please. It's not. Panda, Muck, everyone else needs... Oh, God.
What the?
What happened there? Flame Dart Explosion.
Yeah, a bit early. I think we need to wait for that flame dart to come out because it's going to come out.
No, you
regardless.
never wait for flame dart. Was the dragon too slow? Does this dragon stop flame? Yeah, it does actually. Stops you hitting other people with flame dart.
Yeah, I
I think
got
this is where rocket boots come into.
Yeah, I got knocked back just as I was going and clicking rocket boot, so I was a little bit slow.
Alright, no worries. What knocks back? Was it?
The boss can knock back if you go through its hitbox, I think.
Right, okay.
Go too much inside, yes.
Yeah, I was too close to him then.
Alright.
It's done it to me several times already.
Yeah, Arclando, no multi-shot, please, when the ads are spawning. You shot one of them, they ran out.
Yeah, it was just badly timed on the percent.
Well,
So I don't really like stacking on the melee there because I can get hit with the shit.
What?
Yeah.
With the debuff.
The melee continues the DPS until the shadow thing ends. The melee shouldn't be going out the front. We just continue zugging until shadow thing is ended.
Oh, I
Then the
thought you
melee-
meant to route them around there for cleave. Okay.
Well, no, eventually they do come round. Like, but we can't come over to you until the shadow bolts, shadow spikes stop. I mean, Cole might, but that's one player. You'll be fine, RP. And again, you're not taking. Even if you get hit by a shadow spike, RP, you're not going to die because the boss isn't hitting you anymore.
Yeah, true.
This is true, but while this is true, Seppa did eat one that was on the melee. It hit 6 people, one of them. Why are you that stacked in that phase? Like, you know that the spikes are coming out. You know that there's no fire blooms. Why are you all standing on top of each other that you can all eat the same one? It's impressive.
It's mostly because of the fire bloom that was still active. Like it ended as that spike hit.
Like, if we'd been a little bit less lucky on the ad spawn and that had been a shaman or a warrior hit, then Sepha would have died. We would not have been able to keep him up through the mortal strike.
Can the shadow spike be cast on me as well? I assume it can.
Yeah, it's a random raid member. It's anyone.
Will I get mortal strike if it does?
Yep. You can bubble it off, I think, if you do get hit, but obviously not while you're actually like physically tanking a bunch of stuff.
I can do
You
that.
want to be like just moving backwards in a circle.
We're pretty.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting I should just keep moving?
Yeah, I think that just in melee in general, because you don't have to stand still to cast, and it's being cast on like someone's feet. So long as you're not standing where anyone was standing 3 seconds ago, you're fine. So just backpedaling in big circles will do it.
Can do that.
The hands were a bit off on pool. We lost a bunch of people. I don't know if people are chaining the crawl controls correctly. I've got Polka set on square, so I don't drop mine until I've seen Cepha's use his, and I will be doing a silence after Cepha's stun is gone.
We know which of the hands is using the portal, if it's the same one. That would be
I
useful
don't know.
information.
I mean, they're all just going to instantly do something as soon as they're out. I think. It's not this. It wasn't the portal that killed us. It was the shadow bolts. We got a lot of shadow bolts.
Yeah.
Right, here comes cool. I want to ready check. Pando.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, inside. Maybe we swap them around.
Roll. Yes.
Get stances on the square, please. That silence I just saw. That was good, though.
It was an arcane bomb.
Who has the? I'll ask later. Never mind.
I do.
Okay, I'm sending you mats after that.
What guard you are on my range?
RP Bloodlust, please. And then Eric, 10 seconds later.
Ducklust.
Duck, you're in my range.
Oh,
Target you.
Yes, careful.
Only move further to the left.
That's going to hit them. There's no way. There's not possible in 2 melee. Get it.
oh,
Orb.
We're about to transition to 85%.
Actions are coming. Watch out for the AoE.
Blooms.
Stage 2. They're on locker, by the way.
Watch out, melee spread out.
Yeah, Lucky, just go to Dragon then, Lucky. I don't think you can do anything here.
Warriors might need help from the other tanks.
They whirlwind. Spicy.
Maybe looks like you're already seeding them. I hear seed noises. As soon as this Shadow Spike ends, stack up on RP. Stack up on RP.
Care for the whirlwinds.
The whirlwinds, watch out. Yeah, whirlwinds, watch out.
Yeah. I didn't realize this is the thing.
Warriors on the stack is probably
Alright,
not a
so
good
if we get worse that one, the raid stacks up, but we don't tank them in the raid. I didn't realize they whirlwind.
Yeah.
I was like, what whirlwinds are you on about? It doesn't whirlwind. Wipe up. Come here, Lacquer.
Well, yeah, I think we're wiping.
Feel my bloom.
So anyone familiar with this fight, are there like other exceptions in terms of reflections? So for example, if it's warriors, we don't take them in the stack, but are there like other, I don't know. things we
Nah,
need to
I think
take?
the warrior whirlwind is the only one that I remember being a problem.
Okay.
The casters are always very annoying.
If it's hunters, you can get immobilized, so you can probably free them out of it.
freedom that, yeah.
I don't know if it'll cast on me, but I imagine bear would be annoying.
No, it doesn't make you a bear, it makes you a resto druid.
Oh, easier.
Oh, if you get the healer reflections, you have to dispel them, I think.
Yeah, you might have to purge. You might have to purge the hot classes. I don't remember.
Eric Claw's purging, don't worry, he'll handle it.
Well, it's probably a master spell is more appropriate, but sure.
Second thing I noticed is that shamans over aggro the reflections a lot. Maybe due to chain lightning, not sure. But maybe just ease up on that around 85, 55, and 25%.
Yeah, people shouldn't be using their cleave spells until the ads are under control. Like Orlando, we already mentioned that with his multi-shot. Woody, that means not using chain lightning until the ads are under control. Okay.
Sound.
Much better on the spikes though.
Saw one targeting you. Did you get hit?
Huh?
I saw one targeting you. Did you dodge it?
I dodged one of the ones that hit me. Yeah, I took the other one.
Personally, for me, since I'm so far forward, it's hard for me to gauge and actually have any time to move, I think. Like, I've only had one thrown at me so far, and it hit.
Well, another thing to kind of bear in mind, I guess, is that if the fire blooms are already out, he's not going to be casting more fire blooms in that phase. So if you just move, like, after every cast, if you get, like, a free time to just move for a global, then if one was targeting you, then you're not there anymore. You just sort of run back and forth between two spots every 5 seconds. You'll be fine.
RP, can you do the sun second, please? And Slade's going to do the one first, because you obviously I'd need to build threat on it. So you can...
Yeah, I hit it twice, and then, yeah, it's probably 2 globals.
Yep.
So will I ever find myself in the situation where I need to like move into the shield for darkness, but the ads are not dead yet? The reflections?
No. No, I don't
What
think you
do I
will
do
ever.
then if it's warriors?
No, trust me, they won't be. I mean, the warriors were pretty low health when we first started stacking. You don't have to stack for the shield for quite a while.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Worst case, you can dip in and dip out. You can have all of the ads on the outside while you're on the inside as well. If you like, right?
Yeah, so, but I'm asking the question with regards to the whirlwind. I'm not actually quite sure what the range on the whirlwind is. I think it's quite small.
Yeah, it's normal warrior whirlwind range. It's not that big. It's roughly melee range.
Fine. I think it should be manageable.
Ready to speed?
Yeah, just finishing my drink.
Chug.
Done chugged.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, too slow again.
Where now, if you can, please?
There's another portal. Watch out. Very careful with that portal.
No, portal's gone.
Lucky it doesn't hit hard.
Yeah, it takes little damage.
Warped. Orb.
Eric, let's move around. Eric and non-firebloom people because there's 3 melee with it.
Melee is up to the right.
We should just make this the safe spot and the firebloom people move around. It means the 100 pets don't get griefed, I think. Honestly, the ads. Shadow spikes.
I got hodged. They
Stunned.
hodged. They stunned.
Yeah, they are.
Spams. That's a spell on you.
I serve only the master now.
Spike to go. Back up.
We're in the wrong spot, but we need to move to the right. I'm stunned.
Melee can't.
I'm fucking stunned.
Stack on the star, please. RP, stop moving. Everyone star. Tight stacking. Tight stacking on the star. See people that are not stacked on the star.
Oh.
Bloom. I think a bunch of people didn't get this. I was running slow. Didn't get the breath, I don't think. But only one person. 2 people died. We don't have battle reses. Darkness. Shield off. Shield.
Yeah. I think we need to get the shield a little faster so the blooms don't ruin.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. Bloom coming soon.
Oops.
Oh.
Oh, someone not move.
I think we got some slow people again because we didn't get the breath. The stacking is like abysmal, by the way. For some reason, people seem to think that stacking on the star means you can stand about 5 feet behind it. Turn your camera directly up and make sure you're underneath the star.
So yeah, we do want to be stacked like here on the corpses, but I was stunned and shit and slowed. It sucks.
I had the same as well in Slade.
Yeah.
I think we need to get the stacking sorted because it makes Locker's life easier. And it also makes the raid's life easier moving away from the Fire Bloom. Because if you're not stacked correctly, Locker might miss a few people because he's off trying to get some other random person who's standing in the arse end of nowhere with his breath. And it's missing other people.
And the hunters attack if they stand right on top of RP?
We have to be like a yard behind.
A yard or two is fine. It's the people standing way back.
Yeah, I mean, a yard's not gonna make the difference, right?
They're not hunters.
Yeah.
How come you had to move from your original spot anyway?
Well, I was kind of trying to keep the ads which I had on, like, in range of the AoE, which was going on the other ads.
RP, don't worry about that sort of thing.
Probably not priority.
You're literally like the one thing that keeps the raid like coherent. So
okay,
if you've got ads doing stupid shit, then just ignore them. Someone else can pull them off you, or they will get cleaved down. The seed range is quite big, especially if they're detonating on the boss.
I mean, that's why I used the boss, because of its hitbox.
Ooh, okay, I didn't realize that we're seeding the boss. I thought they were hitting the ads.
I've just realised we've got Sepha to do the dragons on 55 to 25. However, Sepha, you should just stay on the ads on all phases, and Locker should always just take the first dragon, and then in the just take the dragon, and then phase 5 you'll take a second dragon once the reflections are dead. Okay?
Yeah, that's actually how I read up on it as well.
Makes sense to me.
I think that was.
I wanted you to do the second set of ads so you can learn how they work, but at the same time you won't be we'll have no one tanking the reflections, so that won't be possible.
Be right back, need a beer.
Any chance we get another table? Kick always got the supplies.
Yep.
Another thing, is there a reason for the locks not in group 4 standing in the group 3 area or something? Apparently, that's a thing.
Sorry?
Warlock group, a lot of them are standing in the group 4 area or something rather than the group 3 section or something.
Well, Cook should be the only one in the group 4 area. The other Warlocks should be in group 3. That not right?
Yeah, I've just been told that. It's not the case, but I don't know.
But who's not standing in the right area so we can sort it out? Because it's quite important, because it's all but totems.
Maybe I misunderstood.
It's not just the totems, like the people being spread out means you can kill the shield elves better.
Yeah, but the whole point, like, we've got group 3 on the... Check the...
We're on the left. It's alright, we sorted it.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure the spreading's good. Right. Get a red check on. I assume Lacker's got his beer.
Don't forget to mark them up.
Ruin the beer, Lacker.
Where's the beats, Lacker?
Did Laka go for a beer?
He did.
Oh, I'm back.
He's back.
No, I wasn't.
So why can't I drink wine? I was forbidden by Tommy. He says that you cannot drink. What the fuck?
You're a special case, I think.
And I wasn't getting a beer.
Also, you shouldn't drink a whole case of wine.
What do you mean? I don't get.
No,
I'll drink before your silence here, but now, please.
You mean just
Holy shit.
Yeah, my silence resisted on 2 of them.
Roll. Stay away.
There you go.
We don't have anything else for him, I don't think.
Melee, over here.
Grish, a bit back. Grish,
RP, duck lust, please, duck lust.
Well,
Run left, Eric. Eric, just run left. You shouldn't kill each other.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Reflection soon. Reflection soon.
Yep, there it is.
Start watching for spikes soon. Oh, now even.
Spikes.
Moonkins. I'm assuming we got to dispel this moonfire, so Slade, if you want help.
We move.
I serve only the master now.
Back on RP.
Taunt this one off me.
Don't need to taunt it, it's right.
Look direct down, make sure he's straight on top of him.
Eat the boomkins.
Bloom now.
Stack up
He's
tighter.
top of our pre.
Oh.
We're due flame dark very soon. Firebloom, sorry.
Oof.
Low. This is when you want to be saving your health stones for, by the way. First bloom. There shouldn't really be any other reason to use them the rest of the fight. Shield. Yeah, when the shield's up, go run into it. Casters. Who's this miles away? Duck way too far. So the shield from Lockhart dispels your fire bloom.
Oh, he soul-flayed me.
Pardon? You ran to, I think it was Duck. I assume it was Duck. Or was it Kuba? One of the shamans ran way too far with the fire bloom.
Did the shield end right before the explosion?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, the shield is designed so that as long as you cast it while he's casting his thing, it should last the entire duration through.
I think we just barely missed it.
Yeah, people were complaining it was too late that time, so I did it as soon as it was shouted, and I think we did miss it by like half a second.
Yeah,
You
I
have to
don't
give
think
it-
it was even half a second. It was like a tiny fraction.
You have to give it at least like half a second before casting. Is it like a 5-second cast?
Yeah, I was usually waiting sort of 2-3 seconds into his cast before clicking it.
I'd do it at like 4-second maybe.
Like, wait a second and then do it.
We lost a bunch of people to the first fire bloom. Anyway, you always seem to run in the same direction. There's not really any way to solve it, but I don't know why. But everyone always seems to run to the left. Like we had 4 people run to the left, and you just annihilated each other.
I think not enough people are running backwards. But you know,
You can also run to the front left and front right. Just don't run directly into the boss. You say that call, but then 2 melee get it, and then they're all dead. So I don't want to micro people running in this like where they can run. because then you'll have situations when multiple people get it. Yeah, probably Duck. But that's when people should be saving their health stones. Like, there's no reason, like anywhere else in the early start of the fight, than to use it there, I believe.
For me, it's easier to see people when they have the speech bubble above their head, but like not everybody's announcing, which is a bit annoying.
Well, it's not about you don't need to see other people, to be honest. As long as someone is running next to you, you know that person's got the bloom, because otherwise they wouldn't be moving.
True.
When you know Firebloom's coming, either I personally just look at my debuffs up the top right. If I see the debuff, I start running. I don't look for the text. It doesn't really matter where other people are going. Or sorry, it does, but at the same time, if you're quick, you should be fine, because you should have time to adjust.
The trouble is when you're in sync with somebody else and you both adjust and you keep adjusting the same way.
I mean, typically you'll be a certain amount of distance away from each other, and then you just make that distance wider.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes though.
Tommy, remember
unless
you
you're
have...
actually on top of someone, it's very unlikely you'll have an issue. And even then, if two people are what's it called again, Firebloom each other, that's fine. However, the problem is when you've got like 4 or 5 people just obliterating each other. That's when people start dying.
Mm-hmm.
Also remember, Tommy, you're a healer.
Yeah.
You have priority. You can just stop, and other people can move away from you.
No, like he can't stop because
yes, I know. That's what I mean. Like he can move
Everybody
like
get away
out
from
10
me.
yards, and then other people can move away from him. Because it's just that's how it's always been for me, at least.
Always has been.
So we're going to change the Hands of Deceiver very slightly. When they group together, I'm going to do a silence. Once the silence is ended, that's when the first stuns happen. Okay? Once the stuns are over, that's when the second silence is going to happen, which is from Enslaved. Once that's over, the second stuns come in, okay? So this keeps it pretty uniform. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes.
Cool. Cook, you ready?
Yeah, I'm good, mate.
Cool. Here comes full timer.
That's good.
I literally just judged it. Someone else silence, please. Then the second stuns, or first stuns. And then once this stun's over, we get the second stun, the second silence, sorry. So now... I didn't seem to... I probably resisted on
We
my
can
target.
res. Or do you want to save it for next phase? Or next
No,
phase?
just res, because there is not really anything to save it for. RP, get me up. Panda, get up and Slade.
I meant for like max blood plus turn.
And a rebuff the dead, please, everyone. 10-minute buffs.
Oh.
Def, I just stand with the melee until the reflections are ready.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, can I get Sal, please? Here comes the Shadow Spikes. Collections are on Paladins again, so just Slade, spam, dispel the tanks.
Tilt your camera up.
They're coming from his hand. So.
Back up. He doesn't seem to have a star on his head for some reason. Tighten that stack up. Anna, you're quite wide.
Step back a little bit if you're on the lead.
Orbs.
Bloom.
Jump.
He's blocked it.
Not scream, please. Let people focus on themselves. Ranged bloodlust, by the way.
Minute cooldowns are up.
Bloom incoming.
Regroup. Break the shield.
Orbs.
Yeah, it should have bloodlust already. If you not you, Duck.
Tying up on Star again.
Duck did it, but it's fine.
Fine.
Bloom soon. No.
RP needs to move. So far, so good, everyone. Nearly the next phase.
Okay, new reflections soon. 5%.
Bloom soon. Orb up.
Orbs.
Darkness. Group up. We can shield now already. Go. Stay stacked. Watch your cleave, because when it gets 55%, we get reflections. That's when Sepha picks the ads up again.
The dragon's down, by the way.
Reflections now.
New phase.
Go.
Spread out.
Move. Back to your spreading position, everyone. Sepha, you need to tank these ads roughly near RP, please. So you're back to your early phase positions. Locker, you need to get that dragon up and start doing break things, please.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Cool. Melee, you need to go back to your normal positions. Oh, well, once this shadow spike ends, sorry. Cool. Eric, Bloodlust. Hubert, Bloodlust.
Make sure you're purging those if you can. Get the renews off them. Orbs.
Shield up.
Lots of orbs.
We'll keep running that dragon around places.
Try and keep the renews off.
I need a
Move. Oh god, we couldn't get all that fucking... So this is the phase when the meteors spawn.
The Armageddon.
Shield time. Everybody needs to stack.
I think you're in here somewhere.
Get the reflections.
I think stacking might have been a bit wide there. People have gone way too far wide because they didn't get inside the shield in time.
We shouldn't still have reflections up as the thing. They've been just destroying Sepha this entire time. You see that renew on them?
Oh, they're still there alive?
Yeah, they're still alive.
Yep,
They've
they're
healed
still-
themselves for like 6 times their HP with that renew. It's got to be dispelled.
If we get priest ones or anything else with hots, let's say Gresh, your job is to make sure they're dispelled, please, okay?
Like, there were some dispels going off, but they were not anywhere near fast enough.
Yeah, I tried, but it's not doable for me.
Yeah, I understand.
Just a mass dispel.
I started screenshotting them, but it didn't do much.
Yeah, it's the thing is, each one of them can cast it, and they cast it like once every 5 seconds or so. So you have to like be constantly doing it. I think Mass Dispel is gonna, even with the renew buff, I think Mass Dispel is gonna run in before. It's got to be like purges and arcane shots and things.
Melee group in phase 4. Let's not stack exactly on top of each other, because you can't see the meteor thing when we're all clustered on top of each other. At least I couldn't.
It's like a hellfire animation underneath your feet.
Yeah, but there's like 6 or 7 of us on one spot, and you don't get to see under your feet when we're all clustered together. So we need to, melee at least, need to loosely spread, so we can see what the fuck's going on. Especially when the boss itself has a big fucking red fire thing around his legs. At least I couldn't see it. Don't know if others did. I'd say others didn't because all 5 of us died. So
Yeah, Sepha, maybe that'll help what Israel said. If you can call out when you I think they're ready to start AoEing or something.
Yeah, I thought we
Oh
were
yeah.
saying-
Yeah. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. I mean, pay more attention to communicating that.
If the paladin's up being on them for like 5 seconds, I'd assume it's safe.
I also suspect them to Avenger Shield, so I'm actually generating some burst threat on them as well. But I'll call it out. It's probably safer because there's always one that's I have a little bit less threat on.
I honestly don't think the damage was the problem. I think they were dying quick enough. The problem was that they healed for like.
It's just they healed. That's all. We've solved the problem. Gresh will be mass dispelling them. Everyone else will be keeping an eye on for single ones. They'll get them killed. I guess if it's priests, we need like single target DPS on top of AoE. Otherwise, they just probably won't die.
Yeah, especially like single target from Shaman who have Purge and are watching the debuffs is very, very useful.
Another thing, people need to make sure they're not spreading too far in the later phases. If you are at the outskirts or on the arse of nowhere, and you happen to get slow and you need to run to Locatron for the darkness, you're dead. You won't get there in time because you're 50% less movement speed, I suspect, because Locka will have troubles reaching the entire raid with his dragon.
Just checking, Locka, did you hold the shield then because Fire Blooms weren't in?
No, I popped it at the same time.
Okay.
Shielding seemed fine the last attempt.
I'm
So if
probably
you
not
like-
going to notice if you need freedom, so you need to call it if you want a hand of freedom.
And you have to wait for Appalachian as well.
Oh, a blessing of you know what I mean. Shut up.
Yeah, in this last phase, we went to the theoretical initial positions on cannot, because then I was like RP walking to the shield and I just got killed. So we
if
cannot
you're
go
someone
so
who-
far.
If you're someone who ends up with Fire Bloom, it might be worth edging a little bit closer, and then people around you have to accommodate.
Yeah, I think we have to be a bit more close by to the stacking position.
I mean, it was clear progress overall, so that's good.
No deaths on pull this time.
Maybe not yet, but
Gotcha.
getting closer.
So I'm going to silence. After the silence ends, here come the first stuns.
Silencing in 2.
Here's the next silence from the Slades. Here comes the second stuns.
Portal.
And after this, we've got a third silence.
Never mind.
And then if you got any more stuns, you whack it on it, but it's probably dead. So somehow you got 5 Shadow Bolts out, but it felt like it was really smooth. I don't know what happened there.
Just
a bit of RNG too.
I think one of them did get stunned on pull, which wasn't meant to happen, but doesn't matter. Focus on that layer.
Oh.
Duck, can you move a bit?
You can come towards me a bit, Spee, I think.
Muck, you're quite far up, to be honest, for future phases. You're fine this phase, but future phases, try to tighten up a little bit. Can't see people on the other side. Amanda, you worry me a little bit. So does that Warlock at the far back side.
Oh.
Action soon. Watch the AoE.
On Chev. So watch for your shadow spikes.
Shift kind of slaps as well.
Looks like you can start seeding these, by the way.
Yeah, we can see it. Sorry, forgot it again.
I serve only the master now.
We starting to stack.
Yep. As soon as that shadow thing ends, we get the stack going. RP, stand still, please. Like, as soon as we've called for a stack, RP, stand still.
Sorry, I get knocked back.
How do I have aggro?
Yeah, it's because you keep moving around. You shouldn't really be...
Oops.
Get ready for firing.
Bloom soon.
18 seconds for Bloodlust.
Yep, range can do it whenever it comes up.
Stones.
Someone didn't get the haste effect. Hunters. Hunters, can you not do your stand max range until you get the haste effect, please? I think that's why you're missing. You're getting slowed. Darkness, stack up. Once the shield hunt range. Sorry. As soon as you see the shield, there you go.
Okay, Bloom soon.
Oh,
Orbs.
No.
Oh god, you too.
A little bit closer, Orlando. Darkness soon.
Orbs.
Orb.
Just casting.
Clara, can you stack in front of the star, please? You're not getting the breaths.
58% reflection soon.
Cooper closer.
Don't spread just yet. Don't spread. Okay, so as soon as he starts casting these shadow things, we spread. Right, spread. Bunch of warlocks, I've got to think. So I think Seth has picked these up so you can start killing them. Let me know if it's not the case.
I don't think I have aggro on them.
You can stun on them, it's fine.
Go. They gotta die.
Watch the shadow spikes.
But I'm lost. I cannot find my way back.
Alright, melee regroup. So you're watching for the meteor effects in the floor now as well. Same as LFA said, you've got the meteor phase thing to deal with.
Do I need to be degassing this thing? I don't know what it is.
Don't know what it is. Probably. Orbs.
Curse of Agni.
Oh, if there's curses yet, I guess people got to remove them.
You don't need to worry about them immediately. They deal damage building up.
Eric, wait.
Yeah, I was slow.
No, it's alright.
Find shield.
Shields
stack-
or stack?
Cool.
Oh,
Do you want me
by
to? Do you want me to aim?
Spread out.
Orb.
Yes.
Orbs. Watch for the donut pancake. It's fire.
Need to handle these orbs, please. They need to be killed.
Meteor coming.
It was on me. There's more meteors.
Meteor on melee.
Melee.
Orbs.
Orbs.
3 orb. Getting the shield.
Spread back out. You're going to be in the
Oh.
explosions.
Meteor. 2 drop. I'm dead.
Yes, there's only the tanks are left alive. Locke, can you save your rocket boots for the second dragon, please? Because that one seems to be miles away.
It's random. Any of the 4 it can spawn on is totally random.
Is it random? Okay,
Yep.
that's annoying. Maybe if you think you've got us, I'm going to go get you some swiftness potions because that was what they were supposed to be for.
Cool.
Another thing on the dragons, can you prioritize doing the haste effect on the melee?
Yep.
And if possible, rather than the healing one, the The regen one. The regen one on the casters, the haste effect on the melee. I'm going to quick. Can someone go and summon me, please? I'm going to get some swiftness potions. We're going to take a 5-minute break as well. So go do what you want. Have a drink. Have a wank. Smoke a bong. Whatever.
Before you go,
summon me.
Do all three.
Melee can stand in front. There's no parries, basically. So, or well, there might be parries, but
There's power haste, but we don't want to stand because it's a DPS loss.
No.
Need a clicker outside.
The boss can't parry whilst it's casting.
Yeah, but it's not always casting. It does still melee me occasionally, so it can still parry. Especially when you hit like two-hander classes is a bit shitty.
We had caster ads on like the second ad wave. They weren't really stackable, and for that reason, I feel like they were alive for a very long time. Does it make sense to like do some single target DPS on them in that case?
I mean, seeds should reach them as long as they're on top of like near the boss. It should be fine.
Yeah, but
just see the boss.
It's really hard to get them all close to the boss sometimes because
No,
they
but-
just cast there.
No,
Like
but
they
I
cannot
they
be
should, in
silent.
theory, always be close to the boss because we're pretty much always going to be stacked up on top of RP when the reflection goes out because that's where we will be. So when the phase hits. So
Where they were was fine.
If seeds onto the boss aren't hitting them, then yeah, maybe call like single target.
I mean, there was one that I feel like at some point they were all like at 10% HP, and then there was one that was like at 50 or 40%. It makes sense to me that one might have been out of range of the seed.
Yeah, I think that one was slightly too far. Now that you mention it, yeah.
I mean, it was fine. We did survive through it.
Locks, if you need more shards, go grab them now, please. You can farm some stuff outside. Walker, when do you lose the dragon exactly?
After 2 shields.
Right. Okay, yes, exactly when the shield ends, isn't it? Christ. If possible, can you try and make sure the last thing you do before you do I don't know if you're doing this right, before you do a shield is the haste buff. I think it might carry through. So we got minimal downtime on the haste buff before the next dragon.
Yeah, you should have had it that time, that's what I was doing.
Is it okay if you're doing that, that's fine then.
Oh, that was a pull timer. Fuck me.
And your RP, should we not have you tank any ads whatsoever?
I don't think it
Keep
matters.
knocked about. and like it's making it a nightmare. Don't grab things.
I don't think it's a problem, honestly.
But why do you keep getting knocked around? It's kind of annoying because it makes stacking.
The knockbacks come from the boss. It's just completely fucking random.
But what causes it?
Good question.
Yeah, but what the boss? What was the boss doing that causes the knockbacks?
I don't know. It just comes every randomly.
It's not okay. So what we're going to do is I'll mark someone different, and I'll mark myself. There we go. I don't need a square actually. So you'll be stacking on me. So RP doesn't matter what he's doing. You'll be stacking on me. Cool, let's buff up. Oh, can these people in the arsenal know? Like, if you're going to AFK in the buff spot, so we can buff you. Which they won't be hearing because they're AFK.
I tried to, but Lockatron got me stuck on a candle. It's all Locker's fault.
Trying to slowly burn you to death. We got it more than 50%, didn't we?
Yes, like 38 something.
There you go. Looking on the positives, like from going from basically knowing fuck all about it to getting that far.
There's a respawn.
Oh yeah, trash respawns. Buff up, please, and we'll go kill these things.
For
some fat.
Move before the other one respawns.
Well, whoever's still AFK is
Dren.
Waking these people up.
Dren, Rudy, Orlando. Move.
Don't pull this RP. Why you pull
Rudy.
this? Trying to RP everyone else back on the stack on the start.
Run
Everyone
down
else
at the top.
Come down. And jump if you don't need to be.
Good night.
Ooh, Chris. Good bop.
Yep. I think we're out of bops though, because Dren's not here.
I got one.
Cool. Save it for the next person that gets charged then, please. Actually, save it for the next mob batch, because I don't think this one needed. Hold it. Should be one spawning down the bottom of the stairs now.
Yeah,
you
Dren
just
died to it.
Dren got what he deserved.
You gotta pick your fights better, Drin.
Hello.
When it pulls, it pulls. There you go, it's pulled.
When he dies, it dies.
I've got no ball or duck. Well, rip duck. Yeah,
Good night, sweet prince.
I was wondering why my shot wasn't working. Fucking curse of weakness.
Nice knowing you, Spee.
Oh,
Sorry, Spee. I was too late.
Oh, look at this. Look.
Deteriorating blade.
Is there a reason why Drin is in chat with?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hi. We're ready to pull.
But I thought there was a break. I'm on my way back.
The break started 5 minutes ago.
Oh, we're having another break. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
You guys are saying break a lot. I'll get a drink.
I'll go for a sauna.
I'm gonna try the thing about going in the bath during raid time.
Should raid in the bath. Get a laptop.
Electrocute myself. That's not a good idea.
Just need to bring a toaster into the bath. That's much more fun.
You did.
Oh, I haven't had Mojo out.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, weapon whip.
Oh.
Okay.
Well. Right, I'll be doing the first silence. After the silence is gone out, you chuck your first stun on.
2, 1.
Silence, and then wait for the stun. Stun. Stun is ended with silence for the next time. So 3, 2, 1, silence. Second stun.
Portals, guys.
Then another silence. And then any more stuns we've got. Squeaky clean. Not that we got a single shadow wall. Good job, everyone.
We got one.
Ah, you disgust me. Oh, you're terrible. RP Bloodlust or Dark Lust, please.
Please, you have to move a bit back, please.
Eric Lust, please.
I need Duck to move a bit again.
Grish. It's good, it's good.
I can't move back.
No, it's
Duck, you can move forward and left a bit. Sweet.
well, actually. You can come a bit closer, please.
Eric swap. Eric swap.
No, it's
new one. Okay.
Oh.
Reflection soon, guys. Panda.
Shadow spikes. It's on Panda again. People need help with the spelling. Please move away from the spikes. It's hitting a bunch of people.
AoE.
I serve only the master now.
You can AoE, by the way. Sorry.
Stack up, stack up.
Orbs.
Ready for the first bloom after this soul flame, probably?
Oh.
Nope. I'm dead.
Slow.
Yeah, way too slow.
Shall I yank?
Yes, please. Panda, you can get up myself, Tommy, Jamp, RP, Speed.
Find shield.
That was a perfect time to do it. Shield, Orlando. Rebuff the dead.
Orb.
Ready for the... What's it called again?
Bloom.
That was good.
We lost Shumo again.
Yeah,
It was good. He means what he said.
it was Cephas Fire Bloom that
Focus.
killed me.
RP, you can get her up, please.
Lost me.
I've still not gotten the
Orbs. Get Spee up instead then.
Oh, too late.
Alright.
Sure you're in the shield.
More blue, maybe?
We got no more dragons, so we need to get to 55%. Should be fine. There's the bloom. No, I don't know why people are spread out just yet.
The orbs.
Bloom.
Shield
orbs.
Now we spread out. So you got to deal with the shit from the sky. Is this a bunch of warlocks? So
warlocks again.
Some agony is removed. Shields, shadow spikes, especially you, Sepha.
I cannot find my way back.
Yeah, I might be dead here.
I can re-taunt if you need. Oh, never mind.
No, it's fine now. It's fine now.
One's dead.
Melee group up blockers about buffers. Chev. Spread out now. He's
Orbs. He only said melee group. He didn't say everyone else.
So it's just melee. Scout to the wings for some reason.
Sorry.
Target you.
Meteors.
So far, so good, everyone.
Find shield.
Darkness. Stack up on RP underneath the wings. Just unlock her. Red. Oh, well, lock her can do a breath. Actually, lock a breath then before the. Yeah, now we move.
Orbs.
Woody, you probably want a blood loss.
With the meteors, they're coming blue.
I think we're losing on the orbs. There's just too many of them.
Yeah, just died of this meteor. Or not.
Yeah, just wipe it up. There's only a few of you left. So, we did lose a shitload of people on the first fire bloom because people are once again too slow. Yeah, we'll drop another repair bot.
You can die within the shield. It has like a delay before the aura is active, so you can't leave it till like the last split second to get in.
Yep, I felt that.
I'm just curious. It seems like there's you can get meteors while the shields is up at the very end there.
You can.
Yeah. Do the meteors still do full damage to the shield targets?
The shield reduces damage by like a significant amount. So
The thing is, though,
They'll hit for like 1k instead of 10.
yeah, but if it's like the very last split second, it could just disappear and then we all die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there were any exceptions to the shield.
The Legion's end.
I mean, the temp was fairly solid. The only thing I can really complain about is people just too slow to move on fire blooms. Hunters, please make sure you're standing in front of the drakes when you're shooting. I don't know if I'm this attempt, but certainly the last attempt, one of you didn't get the arcane breath, the haste buff, because you were just standing behind too far back. If that happens, you just risk wiping the raid, because if you get the bloom and you slow to move out the raid, you'll kill everyone. Spots up. Scrolls have already gone. Blacker.
Food. And health.
Go. With it. Jump through.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Silence after the sat sends to the first stun.
My stun got resisted.
I'll pause it, it's dead then. And then silence when this stun's over. Need a new stun on the square. Anyone like stun square? Cool. And then just any crowd show we got to see this through. Nice.
Incredible.
Amazing. That's casting.
Duck class, please. Fuck's sake.
Dream.
You moved away. I couldn't.
I did. I chucked away.
Orb.
Eric, you may as well bloodlust. I'm not getting back into this fight.
Muck's dead. Did you see what knocked you away?
Marking your head now.
Target you.
Again?
Oh. Warlocks behind me.
Elemental
Yes,
swings.
now. And DPS.
Oh no.
I serve only the master now.
I got the debuff again.
Stack up.
Orb.
Oh.
Still got answer.
Infinite speed.
Thank you.
Find shield.
Remember to stay in for the breath as well after this.
That was the
orbs.
My game crashed.
Hey, Tommy, keep voice.
You're dead.
Target you.
Orb.
New blooms soon.
Darkness is due.
I could knock back. I need. Oh, I killed everyone. Fuck me.
That was unfortunate.
Who was Corpse Run?
Yeah, there's a slight chance that I'll be delayed trying to get back in.
RP, can you make sure you get full threat gear on, please?
Okay.
I mean, the boss can be tanked by a Ret Paladin, so you don't need to be chonk on this.
Yeah, okay. It's just, yeah, max health, yeah.
The Naru have not.
Text it yet, Tommy?
No, I don't think so. It's doing the, the disconnect when you. Oh, okay. No, I've released Spirit. We're good. Yeah, that was. I tried to do something really quickly and it didn't work, but I had a disconnect, and instead of I've got to like force my computer off when this happens. But I quickly, so I had an idea to try and log my laptop so it would disconnect me, as in from logging somewhere else rather than a crash, because that's why it might save it. But then I realized I logged in and I had no add-ons set up on my laptop, and I was like, I'm going to be so useless right now, and had no raid frames.
Yeah, you just died outside of an orb.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I was like, this isn't going to work. But had it been set up and I could just like switch between the two, that would have been fine.
So when the dragon dies after the last breath, is that when we should be spreading again?
Yes.
Okay.
However, on the future phases, sorry, after the last breath, yes. Sorry, I'll cover something else later.
Yeah, we seemed to stay a bit stacked, and then Flame that happened, but it was already a wipe.
Well, no, sorry, no, it's not. Well, sorry, that's wrong. When you spread is when it hits the next phase at 55% when he starts casting Shadow Spike. Until then, you stay stacked. I mean, if we don't lose DPS, we should and we have Bloodlust up, we should very likely get to 55%, roughly about the same time that the second Darkness is going up. We did it one attempt. As long as we have Bloodlust and do it properly, we should in the future attempts as well. The fire flip thing reduced by fire resistance.
Also, I think I resisted a full meteor. It can happen. Don't rely on it.
Well, I mean, like the fire bloom, is that resistible fire damage? By fire resistance?
I think it might be. I'm not sure.
If that is the case, we should be dropping fire res totems, because I don't think mana's an issue on the stacking phases, because you'll be getting the dragon buff.
Yep.
So
yeah, there's so much mana coming back.
Everyone's ready? Let's get a pool going. And Slade, oh, you've got fire res aura on already, so I guess we'll find out.
5, 4, 3,
Okay then, Duck.
2, 1.
Silence. Then stun. Ascends. Silence.
Silencing.
Stun.
My stun spare. It died too fast.
Then we silence.
Stun this one after.
Then we stun.
It breaks immediately on that shit.
It's fine. Pump, please, RP.
Yes, Daddy. I'm wearing like 2k less health, but...
You lag against Slade. You're a flight book right now. Who got Bloodlust, please?
Orb.
Target you.
Firebloom, mate.
You guys sound like fish.
Lob.
Orb.
Keep the focus up, please. There's the splits on Chev again.
I got
Cold. Also whirlwind them, mate. Tommy, can you get Cole up, please? You can do it now. It's a good time to go.
Spike.
Tilt your camera up.
I don't know if I can get in range of them
Get
right
back. You gotta do it quick, but this beast I need to start stacking.
now. For some reason it's saying 50-day cooldown on rebus. I don't get it.
So can you or can you not res him?
No.
Doesn't appear.
Okay, stack up, please. You can suss it out at some point, that'd be great.
Yeah, there's not really anything you can do.
Outranged Bloodlust, please.
Orb.
Orb.
It's legit saying 50-day cooldown.
Target you.
Hellstones. Gresh, you don't survive these quite often. Can you power word shield them before these start, please?
Yeah, sure.
Yo, Tommy, if you can get Gresh up and try.
Can
Look
you
at
hear
your
me,
spell. Yeah, I can hear you, but if you... Darkness.
I
Run
can't
in.
auto-rise anyone.
It's fine.
And you'll bloom soon.
Orbs.
Very slow. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy, you need to write a GM ticket.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a GM. It's a bug. It's a proper bug.
Let's just wipe up. We've got a lot of people dead. We can get another attempt going. Cole, don't whirlwind the mobs next time, please. Gresh, you need to power word shield yourself before the fire bloom, because you constantly don't survive it, because I think you must have low health or something.
There's a repair bot down in the room if anybody needs it whilst dying.
On the plus side, my rebirth cooldown is fixed.
Oh, that's lucky.
Yeah.
It wasn't 50 days?
It's no longer got a cooldown, so...
It normally says, like, what, 52 days or 54 days? I can't remember. Some, like, base... like...
It's like, see you in Rat, guys, when I can res you again.
Aww.
Yeah, I think it's actually server time countdown, because it's a cooldown. Ability cooldown. So, yeah, doesn't matter.
wonder how you get a bug like that.
I have experienced it several times.
No, but I mean, like, I wonder how you write code that does that.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Don't question spaghetti code.
Blizzard is a small indie company.
Is that bot in the room? Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, it was during combat.
Oh, do people gear work? Okay.
It
Well, we can
might-
get it at the very start. It's fine.
It might still have scrolls on it.
Bubble and check.
No. Nice. You were recasting those scrolls on me. The middle of the room, Cooper. Is anyone red? Because if not, we'll go again.
It's the orange thing in the room, Cooper. You can get it when you're running. It's fine. You can get it when you go to spot.
Do it from the circle or when the pull happens. It'll be fine.
I think in my case it's just a UI error.
Well, yeah, it could be. Definitely local.
But it also actually physically meant I couldn't know for whatever reason.
We're probably at the stage where people can start using haste and destruction potions if they're not doing so far, by the way. We've mostly got the mechanics down. Pumping more DPS is well helped. You've not been using them, please start chugging them. We've got like 1 trillion in the guild bank, only kill this cunt twice. Full timer.
5, 4.
No, Duck, you will always be doing it with Eric, and it will always be in phase 1, unless I call for it otherwise. Silence. Done. Here comes the silence. Now. Comes the second stun. Silence.
There's 2 portals.
And then a stun.
DR. Did you?
But I think we just had a lack of DP. I think everyone just went to repair for some reason.
Oh, good idea.
Because things did take quite a while to die.
Ah, I got the Uggy skulls.
Bloodlust.
I got nothing. Trying to throw.
Eric, give it a little bit longer.
It's fine, go.
Cool.
Go.
Eric,
Plus. Orbs.
Orbs.
Spread from the blooms.
Orb.
86%, stop AoE.
So far so good, everyone.
It's a paladin. It's on me.
AoE taunted just to get control. Sweet.
Blade, help me cleanse the tanks, please.
Yep.
Get it off Cook.
Bopped him.
It's on me. It's fine though.
I serve only the master now.
Wow, shadow spike's going up, group up. Tank this on the star, Zephyr.
Yeah, they stun, so
Target
it takes a while to move sometimes.
Start watching for the cast with Bloom.
As soon as you get the haste buff, pop range bloodlust. So there you go, range bloodlust, please.
3 minutes.
Yes.
Kill the orbs.
Fire bloom.
Bloom.
Get rid of these health stones if you need to. Perfect. You run behind the boss. That was melee. Don't run too far, you might not get healed.
Yeah, move closer, Jimmy.
with cooldowns.
It's like he's hugging us.
You bloom now.
Orbs.
We're due a bloom. After the soul flake, probably. Here we go. Hellstone.
%60%. There'll be odds 5.
Hubert, bloodlust on cooldown, please.
Easy on the AoE.
Orbs.
1 minute.
Fine. Woody, hold on to yours till I call her.
Yep.
So as soon as this... Oh, this should be... Right, spread out, spread out, spread out. We've got reflections.
Get the breath.
No, you can't. You can't. It dies. Keep Seth alive. So we're back to earlier stacking. Well, spreading, sorry. Watch for the meteors. Don't stand on the shadow spikes.
You must let go. You must become what you were always meant to be. The time is now, Anvina.
But I'm
We need to get these shamans down, please. Quick, quick, quick.
my way back.
Champ.
Range single target them.
Seth, you need to stop running them up so far. If you'll try to kill them, please.
He's been dodging spikes. It's good.
Okay, alright then.
Yeah, it's hard for him to see. It's time to stack up soon.
Nope.
Oops.
No.
Target you.
Still an orb, guys. Still an orb.
Yeah. Meteors coming.
Missing Fairy Fire and Recon Boss.
Make sure the other bloom target.
RP, you're in fire.
If there's a fire, there's a meteor coming.
That's what I mean.
Back up.
On the star.
Range bloodlust, please. Range bloodlust, please. Oh, you are too far away. Rudy. Tommy, get up. Rudy. RP, get up. Blacker. You can do it, and he doesn't punch you. You'll be fine to tank like that. Keep on top of those orbs, people. This is what will wipe us at this stage.
Orb.
Find shield.
Back up.
Orb still.
Spread out.
French
No more dragons, so we need to get in 25%. Although we've got most of the raid dead, but still pushing farther than we've done before.
Orbs. Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah, you need to keep the DPS on the orbs. Otherwise, there's no. Yeah.
Yeah, because we lost a bunch of people on one of the darknesses. I think we lost 3-4 people because you were just too far away.
Was it 3 or 4?
The thing is, with the shield graphic, you can't really trust it because I was inside the shield for both times, and I still died.
Yeah, you just need to be in it slightly earlier. It's
not a delay to it.
There is a delay. It's the actual effect is accurate. It's just there is a slight delay, but on it going out, so you need to be a little bit faster.
You've got to remember that in the phases when we're not stacking, you will have you're very likely going to be slowed. So if you're one of the people that's on the outer edge, you need to instantly, as quick as possible, get inside the darkness shield.
You can set the Deviant timer for the darkness cooldown. So
I'd advise doing that so that you know when you've got to start running.
Yeah, so you have like an active count just for when it comes off cooldown.
For that one, Scoots, I had the bloom thing on me? Were I meant to just run into it then? Because I hesitated.
Yeah, the shield will get rid of bloom as soon as you enter the shield.
Ah, okay. I didn't know what to do, so I was stuck.
Sorry, go on, Cook.
No, sorry, mate. I was just stuck between two minds. I didn't know whether to go in and kill people or stay out.
Yeah. Mark, that's exactly the point. You will very often be slowed, and if you're on the outside, you need to position yourself so that you can, even if it means risking taking, like hitting, what's it called again, standing next to someone that you might take a bit of bloom damage. Taking a bit of bloom damage is better than getting gibbed by darkness. Like if you're on the outside and you know darkness is soon, start creeping towards RP. As long as you're not getting hit by multiple blooms, you should be fine. Because you won't wipe the raid, you won't kill yourself. You'll just take a couple bloom hits before the shield pops up. I'll mark RP and myself, and I'll try make sure that we are a bit more central. Because I think it's left side had issues. I don't know if right side had issues collapsing.
I'm on the far as Amanda,
None of
and
the healers should be very far, Jimmy, so you shouldn't really have any issues as a healer. All the healers are on the outside ring.
we are. I'm quite
The
close.
furthest on our side are Cook and Grish, and if they're too far out, I'm giving them a hand of freedom on the way in. So if you guys can, like, if the other paladins can watch the other side, we should be fine.
Does anyone know if the arcane bombs work on the ads or the secondary ads, or if we?
Pretty sure they're immune.
Away?
I can't silence them. I tried silence them. They're immune to everything other than just slugging the cunts down. I'm pretty sure Thundercut helps, but Lockstone will be a dragon. So. Full timer. So, Duck, you'll have a bloodlust which you pop as soon as Kil'jaeden appears.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Silence. Lodges over, we slap on a silence again.
That's on square. Or no, hold on.
That Hodge after this. Oh, and then we zug. Go. Bandage if you can. Helps the healers. Bunch of people who aren't bandaging for no reason. Cool. Blood must be Zarek.
Orb.
Oops.
Stop AoE now, stop AoE.
Behind me.
Shamans. So the shadow spikes.
Big healing, big healing. You can AoE now, I think.
Suffolk took one? Or no, he didn't.
I serve only the master now.
Don't stack up.
Oh,
In a star circle.
I think I like ran into one because I was.
RP, can you stack on the star, please? You're supposed to be stacking on me, not. Okay. Keep the stacking tight.
Oh,
Bloom now.
Blooms are due. Hubert, Bloodlust, please.
2 minutes.
Curse of Recklessness had dropped it.
Darkness, restack.
This is a perfect moment to use abilities like Blood Fury.
Bloom coming.
Elfstone, if you need to survive this.
Stay in range inside.
Other bloom people need to make space for the new bloom people if we've got multiple coming in.
Orbs.
Stack.
Stack up so block.
75% easy on the AoE.
Right, breath and they go on shield. We should be getting 55% in a second. Cool, here comes the ads. Spread out, back to your positions. Bunch of paladins, so we need to dispel the tanks and Slade. Watch for the shadow spikes.
AoE.
Maybe you've got meteors as well.
But I'm lost. I cannot find my way back.
Do not harbor false hope. You cannot win.
Woody, when you see a dragon fly by your group and give you a buff, cast Bloodlust, please.
yeah, sure.
Orb.
Flybrim, bloom.
Orb.
And meteors.
Yeah.
Melee, Chev. Oh,
You've got to zoom your camera out to see those meteors soon.
Orbs are up too long.
Yeah, I think it's the wipe here.
Stack up.
No, it's just wipe, just die. Honestly, just die. There's
2,
like
1, 0, lots of people outside.
You need to max your camera out, otherwise you probably won't see those meteors in time.
Or
yeah, I've got my camera. I've used the macro that zooms your camera all the way out.
No, pay attention to the floor.
Well,
if
you
you see
can
a ring
go-
of fire, then it's going to land there.
I mean, the meteor, the camera thing also really helps with the shadow bolts. I found.
Just everything.
Yeah. Like it's something you should always have, but the meteor you can spot by the flames on the ground. If you see a flame circle, move.
Yeah, Eric is right.
Some areas though it's a little harder to see.
I think it's when people were looking at that, I think orbs got neglected.
Yeah, orbs. There's a lot of people I see not quite switching fast enough. If you're ranged, it's what you do this fight is kill orbs. Like if you kill orbs and then AFK until the next orbs, you're actually doing your job.
Range, your job is just to kill orbs. So we got enough for one more attempt. So let's get back and give it a go. I mean, it's getting smoother and smoother each attempt, everyone. So just keep the focus up. We'll be fine. Just got to stay on top of the orbs.
I'll see what I can do about that.
Please don't, Happy.
That's something we can try in the pre-patch. RP can main tank and Boomkin and help on orbs.
Oh yeah, because the staff works in Moonkin form technically.
Yeah.
I mean, RP, you can swap to Cat once you've got a solid threat lead, by the way.
Really?
I mean, he doesn't get to like hit from behind, so like, is it really worth it? I don't know how good Mangle is these days.
I don't know how much how much damage increase it is, but that's what I've seen. I mean, that's why some people have a ret paladin tank of the boss and have the cat. Just go Cat.
Okay, just all the bear kills I've seen, they've stayed in bear. But okay. I'm not averse to this.
I don't know if it's specific classes that have trouble killing the orbs, but there's quite a few people that consistently don't do damage to the orbs. Maybe it's just particular fights they've ended up dead, but orbs top priority over doing anything else in the fight, please, people.
It could be certain positions. Could be that they're like flying by people.
People with short range have problems.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Like people just don't have the talents to get the range.
You should have range talents. Like everyone expects range talents, right?
When we get into the later phases, there'll be orbs that do make it through the middle of the raid. And definitely should be getting focused by everyone. Okay, last attempt, so get any fresh elf stones, whatever you need to do to kill this boss. Cool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Silence. And move them off the portal, please.
Never.
Cool. Dark Bloodlust when you've got it. Eric, give it 5 seconds after.
Come on, let's kill this cunt.
Yes, please.
I demand 4 more months of Jordan.
No.
He wants to break up with us.
Can you blame him?
Cool. Dark
Yeah.
Bloodlust. Bloodlust.
And Slate's opposition. Go left. Slate, go left.
Orb.
Orb.
Stop AoE, stop AoE.
It's Shaman. No, it's Mountains. My bad.
I still got fire.
Why have we got?
He's got a double spike.
We don't have battle resist for this shit either. Just keep focusing and see if we can do it.
3 minutes.
If you've got Ank, Eric, pop it.
Master now.
Get ready to stack after this last shadow spec goes out. Stack up. You move Bloodlust, please.
Yeah.
Warlocks, you've got Bloodlust.
Ready for Firebloom.
Orbs.
Orb.
Firebloom.
Okay.
There's too many people.
I'm dead.
Yeah, just wipe it, people. Hearthstone if you can, because that's our final attempt. Oh, tonight. Oh no.
Were you interested in doing
Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar!
Sorry, what was the question, Tommy?
Were you considering a Monday one this week, or?
I can't do Monday because I literally don't have a router tomorrow because I'm getting my living room carpet fitted and the whole house is just getting upturned. So I can't do Monday. However, I can do a Tuesday. So I might sign ups for Tuesday and see if people can do it.
Do a Tuesday one.
Yeah. Do I'll pop sign ups for it and get everyone to give us a yes or a no as soon as possible.
Yeah, sure.
We are very, very close to killing. We've gotten mechanics down more or less. It's just, I mean, I don't know why we lost 3 melee there. I'm guessing you all just got Shadow Spite.
Fire bloomed, I think.
Well, no,
And
it's
to
not
me
just
as well, I still had the Fire Bloom going.
Well, the 3 of you died. It was just a Fire Bloom. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just lots of little things like that just need to be sorted out and we'll have the boss down. But yeah, thank you, Cook. Thank you, Jumu, for your help. It's appreciated.
You can still sign for
Please
Tuesday in case we need anyone.
Thank you, Jumu, for the help, and thank you, Cook, for also being here.
Whoa!
Alright, marry him if you want to.
We'll use this opportunity to sign for next week's as well.
He was doing what he's supposed to be doing. Can't fault him there.
He was doing great. I don't know why you're being mean.
Oh, Cook, you're doing ever so well.
Especially when he's rocking on a car like
completely unnecessary.
Yeah, I've still got Carrot gear.
No, Cook, fuck it, mate. You did what you need to do.
That's it. Shadow bolts.
If we killed it, that would have been an item level pass.
Sign-ups will be set for next week, including Tuesday this week.
Cool. Can we get sign-ups for people quickly? Tuesday. We put what's the date on Tuesday?
Is it
21st?
21st.
There you go. I've just popped that there on top of it so people are aware what's going on. Just to say to people as well, we're killing Kil'jaeden will be the final raid. It won't actually be the final raid because we want to kill him to make sure that every single person who has a chance, who's actively raiding, gets to kill Kil'jaeden. So we will probably have 2 kills of him. So our first kill won't be the final kill because I know Deadly and I suspect other people will want to get Kil'jaeden kill. So we'll be making that happen. We won't just be disbanding after the first kill. Okay.
Is that a word? Disbanding?
We won't be disbanded even after that, whatever it is.
We might be consciously uncoupling.
It's consciously uncoupling.
Telemanda's salad is a word.
Salad?
S-A-L-E-T.